that respects and includes everyone, regardless of their race, class, religion, or sexual identity. You're listening to the latest on NBC News Radio.
The Kentucky News Network has Kentucky covered.
The family of a murder victim pleads with the Kentucky Parole Board not to let their daughter's killer out of prison.
From local news,
it's nobody's fault but the state,
to national news that affects us locally.
Remove Confederate memorial statues from a downtown location.
From eastern to western Kentucky.
I'm Ed Huckleberry.
I'm Haley Hansen.
I'm Paul Miles.
You can count on the Kentucky News Network to keep you informed. KNN, the Kentucky News Network.
Hi, I'm Alicia Keys. HIV is a women's issue, and we're not talking about it enough. Of the more than 1 million people living with HIV in the U.S. today, 1 in 4 is a woman. And as mothers, daughters, sisters, and friends, many of us have loved ones who've been affected. And even if you don't think you know someone, I bet you do. Go to Greater Than AIDS on Facebook so we can break the silence, start the dialogue, and tell me how you are empowered to make a difference. Together, we are empowered.
Former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney is on the campaign trail with Vice President Harris. Mark Mayfield fills us in.
Cheney spoke Thursday in the battleground state of Wisconsin.
I tell you, I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
Cheney said Harris is standing in the breach at a critical moment in our nation's history and working to unite reasonable people from all across the political spectrum. Harris called Cheney a true patriot, saying she's a leader who puts country above party and self. The Democratic presidential nominee told the crowd it's her profound honor to have Cheney's support. Thursday's campaign event was in the town of Ripon, which is known as the birthplace of the Republican Party.
The Biden administration can move forward with its student loan forgiveness plan. A federal judge in Georgia allowed the temporary restraining order on the plan to expire. This comes just weeks before the November presidential election. The judge ruled Georgia lacked standing to sue against the relief plan and could not be the venue for the case. The lawsuit against the loan plan was brought by 7 Republican-led states: Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Missouri, North Dakota, and Ohio. Texas is suing TikTok over the handling of children's data. Tammy Trujillo explains.
On Thursday, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit saying TikTok violated the state's parental consent laws. He claims TikTok failed to comply with Texas SCOPE Act, which requires social media companies to take steps to protect kids online and prohibits them from selling any child's personal data without parental permission. The lawsuit seeks civil penalties of up to $10,000 per violation.
Country music legend Garth Brooks is accused of raping a hair and makeup artist. The woman identifies herself only as Jane Roe and claims Brooks attacked her in 2019 in a Los Angeles hotel. Brooks filed a previous lawsuit anonymously in an effort to stop the woman from publicly repeating the allegations, which he has denied. Lisa Carton, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another #1 ranking for Boyle County. This time it's in the classroom. Boyle County Schools was ranked #1 in the state out of county school districts and #6 overall among the state's 172 total school districts in the most recent Kentucky school assessment. Out of Boyle County Schools, Junction City, Woodlawn, and Boyle County High School achieved the highest status, blue status, while Perryville and Boyle County Middle School earned a step below that in green status. Harrodsburg Police and the Mercer County Sheriff's Office teamed up for a joint arrest. It happened Wednesday evening when a joint investigation led to 2 drug arrests. The Harrodsburg Police Department say they arrested Donna Sanford and Justin Russell, both on offenses related to methamphetamine. Both Sanford and Russell were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. Lincoln County Schools announced the new principal of Lincoln County Middle School. Lincoln County announced that Bill Sursick would take over as the principal of Lincoln County Middle. He comes to Lincoln after serving as the assistant principal at Lancaster Elementary School, where he'd been since 2018. He's familiar with the Lincoln County school system, spending 11 of his 18 total years in school administration working in Lincoln County as a guidance counselor. Sursick will take over as the middle school principal soon, and Billy Harris will continue to serve as the interim principal during the transition. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This is Steve Bertram. The Hometown Radio Network is your connection with local, state, and national sport. From daily sportscasts to live coverage of football, basketball, baseball, auto racing, and more, it's all on the Hometown Radio Network on WHIR FM and AM, WHBN FM and AM, Z105, WRNZ FM, and online at hometownlive.net. The Hometown Radio Network, your place to go for sports news and live broadcasts.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips, too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
Ready for a fast, safe, and easy way to send your share of the rent money? Put your feet up, because with Zelle, you can send your monthly amount from the comfort of your couch. Zelle is conveniently found in your Farmers National Bank online or mobile banking account, and it's available now. Ask a Farmers National Bank representative for more information. Available to United States Bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Thank you, Sonny. It's going to be sunny Ransdell today with a high of 81. Clear tonight and low of 54. Sunny tomorrow, high of 80. Tomorrow night it's going to be clear with low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Then it's going to drop down sunny on Monday with a high of just 69. Tuesday, sunny, high of 68. Wednesday, sunny, high of 69. Thursday, sunny, high of 68. Right now under fair skies, we have 59 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:08 and a half. Good Friday morning to you kids. This is the 4th day of October. Brady Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN AM and FM. HometownLive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321. 734-4321. That's the number to use if you want to register somebody to win that DQ ice cream cake. We're giving another one away today before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 28th and October 4th, we have Denny Coslow, Terry Coslow, Jay Phillips, Chris Worthington, Amanda and Brett Buchanan, and Trinity Tongue, all registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. Now, birthdays we do for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll be adding to these as we go along. But first, let's take a look at Jill Cutler for today, Corey Good, John Hukel, tomorrow, Paula Fowler, Sunday, Brad Logan, and John Michael Kors.
Hi, this is Reba McIntyre. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. And chocolate cake.
Oh, thank you, Reba, for stopping by to sing happy birthday so early to John Michael, Brad, Paula, John, Corey, and Jill. All right, kids, there are 8 things today is for the DQ Today Is quiz, all right? All you have to do is remember one of the 8 things. Be the first in after the 7:30 weather forecast. All right, wait till then to make it fair for everyone. If you can recite me one of these 8 things today is, I'll give you a tasty treat from DQ where a happy tastes good. All right? Are you ready to find out what today is? Let's do it. Today is Look at the Leaves Day. Wait a minute. That was an old one. Hold on. That was yesterday's. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things today is, all right? It's weird the way this is set up. But anyway, today is National Vodka Day, all right? Cinnamon Roll Day. Improve Your Office Day. International Toot Your Flute Day. National Ships in Bottles Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Speaking of celebrating, this is Power Hour number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the weekend. It officially starts with this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We appreciate it. And look, so forward to hearing that each hour on Friday morning as the weekend has officially started because we say so. All right, how about a life hack? The best way to get rid of car sickness during a long road trip is to tilt your head sideways. Oh, I didn't know that. You can take pills for that. Your positive thought. They always say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. That is very true. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Of OAR.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Bob Allen Motor Mall, the Hometown Radio Network, proudly honored America with the playing of our national anthem, and that was O-A-R. That was a nice rendition. All right, kids, we've made it. I told you we would get here to light that fuse to start another weekend together. So it just leaves me to tell you to sit back, relax, watch the pictures fly through the air this Friday, October 4th.
The following program contains material not suitable for children, adults, or childish adults.
Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. I go to work, I ain't lazy, but sometimes it drives me crazy. Woo, so much work that I find I start to lose my mind. But when Friday comes along, I'm so glad to be alive, 'cause I know later tonight I'm gonna party overtime. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. Another week, I made it through. Now I know just what to do. I'm gonna scream when I get home. Woo, call my friends up on the phone. We're gonna have a ball, so much fun it's out of sight. So you better not expect us home till late on Sunday night. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday.
Let me kiss it.
Thank God it's Friday.
It is definitely Friday.
Ooh, I feel it!
I feel like eating meatloaf, not pancakes.
Okay, feels like my hair is growing.
We're not getting any younger.
You know, there was a time when I did think I was getting younger, but it turns out that that was my medication.
Ma'am, are you taking any medication?
The grown-up in me likes the prospect of fun.
Oh God, should we ask somebody for help? It's party time.
I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
What if I find myself stranded in a snow cave with a stern but comely lady geologist, both of us knowing that our only chance for survival is the heat from our naked bodies?
May I use your restroom? I took a laxative and a stool hardener. Oh, and they're fighting it out in there.
Look, this is my reputation we're talking about here.
My time machine has been activated. Time machine?
Friday is my happy day, always feeling snappy day. Monday is a crappy day. When Monday comes, I'm feeling bummed, 'cause the weekend is through. Friday is on, soon we'll be free.
I love Friday.
And happy hour, you will find me.
I love Friday.
At 5 o'clock, it's quitting time. At 5 o'clock, I'll scream 'cause I love Fridays.
Oh, don't we all love Fridays? The weekend is started for us right here on WHBN AM and FM. We're coming up on 6:18. We're also coming up on a look at Joe's Sports. We'll have the NBC Entertainment news for you. News from our local businesses. Again, we ask you kindly to be behind all our mom and pops. Support them year-round. Help them to survive and to thrive again. They've earned it, they deserve it, and they appreciate it, too. Then, bottom of the hour news from K&N. We'll have your weather forecast. We'll have some laughs together, and we'll kick it with Kenneth Riley. Next hour, 7 o'clock, Steve Bertram's Sports Report will come bouncing in. We'll have a look at Kentucky basketball. Yeah, UK football's off this week, so they're going to look at basketball with Tom Leach. 7:20, Rooster Local Talent Showcase. 7:35, DQ Today is Quiz. 7:45, the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, we'll check in with our head football coach, Craig Yeast, at 8:30. 8:45 are random facts from David Hopewell. Then, after, let's see, got two. I need to check. Hang on just a second so I can see what we got. Okay. Yeah. Now, I had scribbling on my calendar back there, but we will have you sports fans get ready for this. After the 9 o'clock news, Jeff Pecoro. He used to be with the Cincinnati Reds for 25 years or so, doing a lot of TV work with them. He is now the sports director of Channel 36 WTVQ, and he's also the color commentator for UK football. Yeah, he's going to be joining me this morning. So we're going to be talking about UK, talking about Pete Rose, his memories, and it looks like the new manager hire for the Cincinnati Reds, former Cleveland Indians and Guardians manager Terry Francona. I think that's a great hire. We'll be talking about that as well. Then we'll have, after the 9:30 weather forecast and the news from K&N, Larry the Legend Sanders. So we got an action-packed Friday morning. Hope you can stick and stay. We'll keep you entertained the best way we know how. We got a lot of celebrity singing birthdays that we'll tell you about and play some music and give you some information you didn't know about. So let's get it started, Joe. What about some news from Major League Baseball?
One mighty swing moves the Mets to the NLDS. Kirk Cousins makes history, and the Reds have themselves a manager. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Friday morning sports, starting off in Major League Baseball, where the New York Mets storybook 2024 season has not reached its final chapter. It seemed only fitting that Pete Alonso helped keep an unforgettable plot going. After a season full of triumphs, excitement, and resilience, the tank appeared to read empty for the Mets in a must-win Game 3 in the NL Wild Card Series. Alonso, an unrestricted free agent after 2024 made sure that his potential final game in a Mets uniform wouldn't be in Milwaukee. After a lifeless eighth inning, Alonso rose up and kept the Mets season alive with a go-ahead 3-run home run off of Brewers closer Devin Williams in the ninth inning to snatch an improbable and nearly impossible 4-2 win to take the National League Wild Card Series on Thursday night at American Family Field. That means the playoffs are now set. The Mets will play the Phillies. The Padres will play the Dodgers in the National League. In the American League, it's Radio Rick's Cleveland Guardians taking on the Detroit Tigers. The Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. In the National Football League last night, Kirk Cousins made history on a night where the franchise honored one of its best ever quarterbacks, Matt Ryan. Cousins broke the team record for passing yards in a single game previously owned by Ryan in the Falcons' 36-30 win last night in overtime on Thursday Night Football. The 13-year veteran was razor sharp throughout the game, connecting early and often with Drake London, Darnell Mooney, and Kyle Pitts in a dominant showing for Atlanta's offense. Cousins' final stat line, 42 of 58, 509 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception, and Atlanta's come-from-behind win. His 500-yard passing game, just the 25th in National Football League history. Falcons are 4-2, and I'm in my Falcons jersey right now as I talk to you about sports. Hey, barely a year after Terry Francona managed his last game with the Cleveland Guardians, the Cincinnati Reds hire the man many consider to be one of the top 2 or 3 managers in the game in recent years. Multiple sources confirming to the Cincinnati Enquirer, part of the USA Today network, of the hiring Thursday night immediately after the wild card round of the playoffs finished. Francona, however, declined to comment when reached by phone Thursday night. He joins the Reds in a 3-year contract. Francona, who's 65, left the Guardians after 11 seasons last year in large part because of health reasons. He made a point at that time to say he wasn't, quote, retiring, and said that he had hoped to stay in the game in some capacity, and now he appears to be back with your Cincinnati Reds. What a hire. And in the WNBA, first she was drafted number 1, then she helped lift the WNBA to unprecedented heights with her logo threes, and now Caitlin Clark has capped a sensational inaugural professional season by winning the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. She received 66 of 67 first-place votes. And in high school football, yesterday it was Campbellsville 36, Danville nothing in one of the 10 Thursday night football games played across the state. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
I get money, I'm a star.
Megan Thee Stallion's forthcoming documentary, In Her Words, will officially be released this month. The movie's set to premiere October 31st on Amazon Prime Video. It'll take fans through 2 years of her life as she recovers from a 2020 shooting incident and navigates fame. U2, Billie Eilish, and Olivia Rodrigo, just some of the big-name artists taking part in Record Store Day Black Friday this year. The annual event sees more than 100 musicians release limited edition exclusive titles at independent record stores. This year's event takes place November 29th. Other artists with releases and reissues this year include the Beatles, Pearl Jam, the Rolling Stones, and Graves. And a third person has pleaded guilty. Actor Matthew Perry at a Los Angeles court on Wednesday. Dr. Mark Chavez pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to destroy ketamine as part of a plea agreement. U.S. attorneys had accused the San Diego-based doctor of illegally the Wicked movie bandwagon. An Instagram food blogger posting a picture of 2 new iced drinks expected to join its fall menu. The offerings include Glinda's Pink Potion and Elphaba's Green Elixir. The potion reported to be a mango dragon fruit refresher, while the elixir is a cold brew sweetened with peppermint syrup and topped with matcha foam. Wicked opens in theaters in November. That's entertainment. I'm Liz Warner.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs, from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips, too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
The Farmers Market is held at the Stables Building every Saturday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. through October 26th. Every Saturday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. through October 26th. The Farmers Market is held at the Stables Building every Saturday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. through October 26th. Don't miss it.
Hi, this is Lisa Ledford and Vita Carey. When we party, we listen to that Party Animal Radio Rick on
WHBN.
You should have seen by the look in my eyes, baby. There was something missing. You should have known by the tone of my voice, maybe, but you didn't listen. You played dead, but you never played. Instead, you lay still in the grass, or coiled up in his sand. And though I know all about those men, still I don't remember. 'Cause it was us, baby, way before then, and we're still together. And I meant every word I said when I said that I love you. I meant that I love you forever. And I'm gonna keep on loving you, 'cause it's the only thing I wanna do. I don't wanna sleep, I just wanna keep on loving you. And I meant every word I said when I said that I love you. I meant that I love you forever. And I'm gonna keep on loving you, 'cause it's the only thing I wanna do. I don't wanna sleep, I just wanna keep on loving you. Baby, I'm gonna keep on loving you, 'cause it's the only thing I wanna do. I don't wanna sleep, I just wanna keep on loving you.
REO Speedwagon, Keep on Loving You. And singer, keyboard player Kevin Cronin on Sunday will be 73 years old with REO Speedwagon. We are 15 seconds out of news from KNN. We'll have your weather forecast. We'll have some laughs together, and we'll kick it with Kenneth Riley. All of that and a whole lot more stuff just for you. For listening to WHBN Harrisburg the Rooster, your community voice since 1955.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
2 men under arrest after nearly 24 police officers executed search warrants on several businesses in Monticello suspected of promoting illegal gambling. The businesses were searched, leading to the arrest of Jamin Patel and Abula Reddy and the seizing of more than 40 illegal machines. Patel and Reddy were booked on charges including permitting and promoting gambling and possessing gambling devices and records. Monticello police say the businesses targeted were Lucky 7 Smoke and Vape, Bootlegger Wine and Spirits, the Valero gas station on North Main, and Hicks Grocery on Kentucky Highway 90. The statewide test results in, and Kentucky students are getting mixed grades. Older students improved their math scores, but struggled with science. Just 6% of high school students were proficient or distinguished in science. Math proficiency improved for middle and high school students, but unchanged in elementary schools. Reading scores improved for more high schoolers, but unchanged in the lower grades. The report examined the 2023-24 school year for grades 3 through 8 and 10 and 11. Turfway Park Racing and Gaming has released its stake schedule for 2024-25. This schedule features 24 races with purses of $4.9 million. The $700,000 Jeff Ruby Stakes will be run on Saturday, March 22nd, and the $1 million Turfway Park Synthetic Championships will debut with 4 races on Saturday, December 14th. Hilltopper football having a different look when Western Kentucky takes on UTEP on October 10th. New uniforms were unveiled, which will be worn for the Red Out game against the Miners at Houchins Smith Stadium. The uniforms feature red pants, red jerseys, and red helmets with a black face mask. The team hasn't worn red helmets in about 20 years. Fans are also encouraged to wear red on the 10th. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
Sunny today with a high of 81. Clear tonight, low of 54. Sunny tomorrow with a high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. I love these short weather forecasts. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Right now, let's do a weather flanger updater to see where we are at. We have fair skies. See if we're still at 50. We're at 58 degrees now in Harrodsburg at 6:32.5. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 4th day of October. Rady Rick, glad to be along with you. Are you ready to laugh? We've got some laughs just for you. We start off with post-strike chicken bucket.
The Colonel's back with my new Port Strike bucket. Big, meaty pieces of chicken is what would be in these buckets if there wasn't a port strike. Instead, it's just an empty bucket.
Wait, no chicken?
Did I stutter? There's a port strike going on, so there ain't no chicken to be found. So you're gonna have to settle for what I'm giving you.
But an empty bucket? Come on, man.
Fine, I'll just put whatever I can find around the restaurant inside the bucket. Just eat that. Does that satisfy your unreasonable request?
Wait, this bucket just has your car keys in it.
That was all I had in my pocket. Take this crumpled up Walmart receipt too. Bon appetit.
But I don't.
You will take my bucket that is either empty or filled with random junk.
Yes, sir.
The new Port Strike bucket. Try it today.
Anti-vaxxer chat line.
Hey, fellas, ready for hot, steamy anti-vaxxer chat? Then call 1-900-ANTI-VAX, where sexy anti-vaxxers are waiting to talk to you.
So, what are you wearing?
Normal clothes. I'll tell you what I'm not wearing. Band-Aids from where I was vaccinated.
Ooh, yeah, that's what I like to hear. So, what would you do to me?
Naughty stuff. I'll tell you what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't vaccinate you, especially the COVID vaccine. And I wouldn't vaccinate my kids either, because I don't care what doctors say. I do my own research.
Oh, yeah, that's really turning me on. Can we do our own research together?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
1-900-ANTI-VAX. Anti-vaxxers are standing by waiting to talk to you. Call now.
Toilet paper warehouse.
Tired of this happening to you?
Honey, I'm back from the store.
Did you get toilet paper?
They were fresh out.
Well, not anymore at the Toilet Paper Warehouse. Yes, there may be a toilet paper shortage due to the port strike, but we've been stocking up on toilet paper since COVID began. So we have all the toilet paper you'll ever need. 1-ply, 2-ply, even 3-ply.
3-ply?
I didn't even know 3-ply existed.
Well, it does at the Toilet Paper Warehouse.
The Toilet Paper Warehouse is amazing. We have so much toilet paper, there's no way we could ever use it all.
So we've been selling some of our toilet paper on eBay for a hefty profit. Best investment we ever made.
Plus, you can trade in your old toilet paper and get new toilet paper at the Toilet Paper Warehouse.
Ew. That's okay.
Your loss. So what are you waiting for? Get all of the toilet paper you could ever want at the Toilet Paper Warehouse. See you soon.
Jet Boohoo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking, and I'd like to welcome you aboard JetBoo-Hoo Airlines. And I've heard a few of you complaining to the flight attendants about not having a hot meal served to you. Well, boo-hoo. Oh, didn't get a hot meal? Poor little babies. If I hear any more complaining, I'll turn this plane around. I've also heard some of you complaining about how there's no toilet in the lavatory. Oh, boo-hoo. You gotta go potty. You gotta go potty, and there's no toilet. Poor little babies. Keep it up and see what happens. Also, if you'll notice, I've turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. It's gonna get a little bumpy because we only have one engine. Oh, you're sad because we're missing an engine? Well, boo-hoo. We know you have a choice which airline you fly, and you poor little whiny crybaby chose JetBoo-Hoo.
Now this.
The active ingredients in this program are humor, fun, and sildenafil citrate. The inactive ingredients, well, that would be our staff. But they bring us donuts, so what can you do?
All right, let's check out the late night laughs of what happened last night. Let's go to Jimmy Fallon.
When asked about Trump's 2020 election interference, J.D. Vance said, "I'm focused on the future election interference." Well, guys, everyone's talking about this. A bombshell filing in former President Trump's election interference case was just unsealed, and it accuses Trump of resorting to crimes in an effort to stay in power. I know this is going to sound controversial, but I'm just going to come out and say it. I think Trump might have done something wrong.
Seth Meyers.
A federal judge yesterday unsealed a 165-page motion detailing evidence against former President Trump and his election interference. Okay, but there's only one way he's reading 165 pages, and it's at the Cheesecake Factory. A federal judge unsealed evidence against former President Trump in his election interference case, which alleges that during the Capitol attack, Trump sat in his dining room watching Fox News and looking at Twitter on his phone. So on top of everything else, he's one of those weird old guys who watch TV from the dining room.
Stephen Colbert.
The filing presents evidence that Trump knew that he lost the 2020 election and, as such, knowingly pushed false claims of voter fraud and, in his failed bid to cling to power, quote, resorted to crimes. It's pretty damning language, I got to say, but kind of weird word choice to say Trump resorted to crimes. That's like saying with nowhere else to turn, the bear resorted to pooping in the woods. It's just what they do.
Jimmy Kimmel.
The election is only 32 days away. We have two major candidates for president. One wants to take away your health care, already took away reproductive rights, was found guilty of 34 felonies with more to come, was impeached twice, and openly tried to overturn the election. The other candidate isn't the first candidate, and that's kind of all you need to know. For 60 days prior to an election, the Department of Injustice is supposed to do absolutely nothing that would taint or interfere with said election. They disobeyed their own rule in favor of complete and total election interference. I did nothing wrong. They did. The case is a scam. Trump is what, 78 years old? You think he knows he can double tap the shift button on his phone?
Thank you very much. It is 6:39. Time for us to kick it with Kenneth Riley. And we're going to kick it with the Steve Miller Band because tomorrow Steve Miller is going to be 81 years old, singer-guitarist with the Steve Miller Band. Kicking it with Kenneth Riley.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Feed the babies who don't have enough to eat. Shoot the children slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle, go free, right through the revolution. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future.
Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle. We kicked it with Kenneth Riley as Steve Miller tomorrow turns 81, singer-guitarist with the Steve Miller Band. It is 6:42. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM. All right, come on. Waiting for something to play. There it is. Okay. If you're in jeans for Casual Friday, you're way overdressed. Now, bathrobes are the new hot fashion trend for fall. Not a joke. Vogue magazine just endorsed the look. Bathrobe-inspired dresses keep popping up on red carpets. Angelina Jolie just stepped out in a coat that looked like a bathrobe in New York this week. A writer for the New York Post called it the latest in post-pandemic up-pretentiousness. That's a big word. After the lockdowns, we all stopped caring so much and just went for comfort. So feel free to wear your robe to work or the grocery store this fall, and no one will think you're nuts. This might be a women's trend, though. If you wear a robe to the grocery store, as a guy, you'll still look like Jeff Bridges in The Big Lebowski, the movie. Good morning. You're on WHBN.
Yeah, I'd like to wish Casey Coslow a happy birthday and put her on the cake.
All right. Is her birthday today?
Yes, sir.
Casey Coslow. All right. Well, we got 3 Coslows on the birthday cake now.
Yeah, I know.
All right. What's the phone number for Casey?
859-613-1639.
All right. 639. Casey is now registered for the cake, too.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye now. All right, see? That's easy. Boy, I got a bunch of birthdays we have added to. We can add Casey Coslow, and we'll be back with more right after this, including your weather forecast and your health report. Right here on WHBN AM and FM.
As the cornerstone of a free society, the Mercer County Public Library serves the entire community as a center that meets learning and recreational needs through quality materials and service in an atmosphere that's welcoming and respectful. The Mercer County Public Library offers a variety of free materials and services, such as books, magazines, CDs, DVDs, audiobooks. Need to know? Go to your Mercer County Public Library, West Lexington Street, open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday 9 to 5, Tuesday and Thursday 9 to 7:30.
What's better than 1 win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get 1 line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh cracked American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the second bite is like fresh American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
Sunny today with a high of 81. Clear tonight, low of 54. Football Friday night. Saturday, sunny, high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Right now under clear sky.
Strike. The International Longshoremen's Association going on strike on Tuesday after failing to reach an agreement with the U.S. Maritime Alliance, particularly on increased wages. But after meeting with manufacturers and distributors along with trade associations and others, the Health and Human Services confirming it's a major effect on medical supply chains. Black plastic used in kitchen utensils and children's toys could contain a toxic flame retardant. That's according to a new study from Toxic Free Future, an environmental advocacy group. The most hazardous flame retardants found were the same ones used in electronic enclosures on TVs and other electronics. One item that appeared in the study has been banned since 2021. Health Update, David Folk Thomas, NBC News Radio.
Put the headset on. Listen to my puppet weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
If I see you tomorrow on some street in town, pardon me if I don't say hello. I belong to another. It wouldn't look so good to know someone I'm not supposed to know. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. In a dimly lit corner at a place outside of town, tonight we'll try to say goodbye again. But I know it's not over. I'll call tomorrow night. I can't let you go, so why pretend? Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet.
Country and more. WHBN.
John Cicada. Just Another Day. John Cicada is 63 years old today, singer. Before that, we heard from Leroy Van Dyke. Just Walk On By. Leroy Van Dyke is 95 years old today, believe it or not. It is 6:54 and a half. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries.
Say what?
A steak and shake burger and fries.
Say where?
Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Say who?
Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
This is Parable's own Alyssa Ray. I got my start on American Idol. You can get your start weekday mornings 6 till 10 with Radio Rick on 99.5 WHBN The Rooster.
This goes out to all you that have been working overnight. It's called the night shift. Thomas McClary, 75 Sunday.
He was a friend of mine, and he could sing a song. His heart in every line. Marvin sang of the joy and pain. He opened up our mind, and I still can hear him say, oh, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Say you will sing your songs forevermore, evermore. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you're full of crowd. Gonna be a long night. It's gonna be alright on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Oh, you found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Jackie, hear what you're doing now. It seems like yesterday when we were working out. Jackie, oh, you set the world on fire. You came and gifted us
Going out to you working on the night shift. Commodores, Thomas McClary, Sunday will be 75 years old, guitarist. You're getting it on WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955, FM 99.5, AM 1420, World Wide Web at hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Lisa Carton. Hurricane Helene is now the deadliest storm to hit the mainland U.S. since Hurricane Katrina. Officials say at least 215 people have died due to the storm that slammed the southeast a week ago. More than half of the deaths were in North Carolina, including dozens in Buncombe County alone, where flooding has devastated the area.
I don't think there's a word to describe it. I don't know how long this is going to take.
The road to recovery is long, but their mere survival is something to celebrate.
The front door, the water pushed it in, and it pushed in the back door, and within 30 seconds, it went from the ground to neck level.
And the death toll will likely continue to go up as hundreds still remain missing. Striking dock workers along the Gulf and East Coasts are returning to work. This after members of the International Longshoremen's Association and management groups reached a tentative deal on wages yesterday. Former President Donald Trump says if he is elected as president, he will deport Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio. Trump made the comments to a News Nation reporter in Texas on Wednesday during a private fundraiser.
Springfield is such a beautiful place. Have you seen what's happened to it? It's been overrun. You can't do that to people. They have to be removed.
Trump says he would remove the immigrants by revoking their temporary protected status, which allows the immigrants to live and work in the U.S. If that is done, the immigrants in Springfield would be sent back to Haiti. This comes after weeks of threats and controversy that have consumed the Springfield community following claims that the Haitian immigrants were eating pets. Bruce Springsteen is endorsing Kamala Harris for president. In a video posted on social media, the Born in the USA singer said the Harris Walls ticket is committed to a vision of the U.S. that respects and includes everyone, regardless of their race, class, religion, or sexual identity. You're listening to the latest on NBC News Radio.
Has your business grown recently? You may be eligible for a Kentucky small business tax credit of up to $25,000. If your for-profit business has 50 or fewer employees, created one new full-time position, and invested at least $5,000 in qualifying equipment or technology in the last 2 years, you may qualify. You work hard to build your business. You've earned a break. Visit kytaxcredit.org. That's kytaxcredit.org for more information and to apply.
Alexa Rastigue was a student at Bellarmine University. When she got the call, no one wants to receive.
A drunk driver was driving under the influence, going 127 miles per hour.
He caused a crash, killing 2 and severely injuring Alexa's mother and brother.
He left that scene without a scratch while my family suffered.
Drive sober, Kentucky, because drunk driving is a dead end.
Paid with funds.
Forecasters say large swells caused by Hurricane Kirk could reach the East Coast by Sunday. Mark Mayfield with more.
Kirk is a Category 4 hurricane that's spinning far out in the Atlantic Ocean and tracking far from the U.S. coast. But Kirk's swells could impact the mid-Atlantic and northeast coastal areas. The National Hurricane Center says these swells could cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions.
An infamous decades-old murder case is being reviewed by Los Angeles prosecutors. More from
Eric and Lyle Menendez were convicted of killing their parents in a 1989 shooting. On Thursday, L.A. County District Attorney George Gascon said he's actively reviewing the case after a new witness came forward saying their father molested him as a child. Even Kim Kardashian is demanding their release after visiting the two in prison, writing in an essay for NBC News Thursday that we're all products of our experiences. The brothers unsuccessfully argued they killed their parents in self-defense after years of abuse, and both men have been in prison for decades. A hearing on the matter is set for November 26th. In Los Angeles, I'm Tammy Trujillo.
New CDC data shows a record number of kindergartners had vaccine exemptions last school year. In the 2023 to 2024 school year, 3.3% of kindergartners were exempt from at least one vaccine, compared to 3% the previous year. Most states also allow for religious exemptions and a few permit exemptions based on non-religious personal reasons. Bruce Springsteen is endorsing Kamala Harris for president. In a video posted on social media, the Born in the USA singer said the Harris Walls ticket is committed to a vision of the U.S. that respects and includes everyone, regardless of their race, class, religion, or sexual identity. Springsteen criticized Donald Trump, calling him the most dangerous candidate for president in the singer's lifetime. Lisa Carton, NBC News Radio.
Thank you, Lisa. It is 7:05. You are getting it on WHBN, AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Time for your local news with Joe. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another #1 ranking for Boyle County. This time it's in the classroom. Boyle County Schools was ranked #1 in the state out of county school districts and #6 overall among the state's 172 total school districts in the most recent Kentucky school assessment. Out of Boyle County Schools, Junction City, Woodlawn, and Boyle County High School achieved the highest status, blue status, while Perryville and Boyle County Middle School earned a step below that in green status. Harrodsburg Police and the Mercer County Sheriff's Office teamed up for a joint arrest. It happened Wednesday evening when a joint investigation led to 2 drug arrests. The Harrodsburg Police Department say they arrested Donna Sanford and Justin Russell, both on offenses related to methamphetamine. Both Sanford and Russell were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. Lincoln County Schools announced the new principal of Lincoln County Middle School. Lincoln County announced that Bill Sursick would take over as the principal of Lincoln County Middle. He comes to Lincoln after serving as the assistant principal at Lancaster Elementary School, where he'd been since 2018. He's familiar with the Lincoln County school system, spending 11 of his 18 total years in school administration working in Lincoln County as a guidance counselor. Sursick will take over as the middle school principal soon, and Billy Harris will continue to serve as the interim principal during the transition. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell, and I would like to invite you in to see how we became the #1 growth dealer for Mazda in the Midwest and #6 in the entire nation. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. This is how car buying should be. No pressure, no gimmicks, no hidden fees, and no fast talk. So stop by and experience for yourself at 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited to officially announce the launch of our new app, Visit Mercer County KY. Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials. We are excited about the launch of the new app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
What's better than 1 win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get 1 line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh cracked sausage, cheese sauce. Bacon. And the second bite is like fresh American cheese sauce, bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
This WHBN weather brought to you by the new Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg, providing the largest selection of playhouses, cabins, sheds, workshops, and more. Financing available, Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg.
It's going to be sunny today with a high of 81. Clear tonight, low of 54. Sunny tomorrow with a high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Sunny Tuesday, high of 68. Sunny Wednesday, high of 69. Thursday, sunny, high of 68. Right now, we have clear skies. We've lost 2 degrees. We're down to 57 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:09.5. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 4th day of October. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN AM and FM. HometownLive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrisburg, Mercer County, or Bergen. And song requests can be done. I got a couple song requests coming up, by the way. And we are, that number, 859-734-4321 is the number to use to register somebody to win the DQ ice cream cake. We're giving another one away this morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 28th and the 4th, we have Casey Coslow, Trinity Tongue, Amanda and Brett Buchanan, Chris Worthington, Jay Phillips, Terry Coslow, and Denny Coslow, all having birthdays today. Now, birthday, speaking of which, we will have our birthdays, and we do them for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all right? So let's take a look and see who we have, and we have added to them, by the way, too. We have Casey Coslow, Chris Morris, Stephen Kemp, Kathy Mattingly, Chris Oster, John Hukel, Corey Good, Joe Cutler, tomorrow, Kenneth Riley, Grant Sharp, Darby Long, Paula Fowler, Sunday, Ash Lacey, Simone Ellery, David Kaprazik, John Michael Kors, and Brad Logan.
Hey, y'all, this is Neil McCoy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Neil McCoy, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to Ash, Simone, David, John, Brad, Kenneth, Grant, Darby, Paula, Casey, Chris, Stephen, Kathy, Chris, John, Corey, and Jill. All right, let's take a look at our DQ Today is quiz. 5 things today is, kids. All you have to do is remember one of the 5 things. Be the first to call in after the 7:30 weather forecast. Wait till the 7:30 weather forecast to make it fair for everyone, all right? Don't call early. Wait till then. And if you've not won this month, we have 2 rules. You win once a month, and you pick your winning up within 30 days, okay? So with those out of the way, let's tell you the 5 things today is. The DQ Today is quiz. If you can name it, after the 7:30 weather forecast, I'll supply you with a tasty treat from DQ where happy tastes good. All right, you ready? Roll day, the white icing. Improve your office day, International Toot Your Flute Day, and National Ships in Bottles Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate. Power Hour number 2. That means for those of you getting up right now, the weekend officially starts because we do this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We look so forward to hearing that every hour on Friday morning. Life hack. Best way to get rid of car sickness during long road trips is to tilt your head sideways. I don't think I want to do that very long. You'll hurt your neck. Then your positive thought. They always say time changes things, but you can actually have to change them yourself. That is the truth. Okay, we did that. We did that. What we got coming up? I'm glad you asked. We got Steve Bertram's Sports Report. Look at Kentucky basketball. What? No, Rick, it's football season. I know, but football's off this week, so they're going to take a look at UK basketball with Tom Leach. 7:20, Rooster Local Talent Showcase. 7:35, DQ Today is quiz. 7:45, the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour. At 8:30, we'll check in with our head football coach, Craig Yeast, the Mercer County Titans, setting up game day. They go to Marion County tonight and start the district. Then at, 8:45, a random facts from David Hopewell. Then after the 9 o'clock news, we'll have our old buddy, Jeff Picoro. He'll be in. He used to be with the Reds for about 25 years or so, I believe. Did a lot of TV work for them. Then he became the color voice of the UK football Wildcats with Tom Leach. He still does that. And now he is the sports director for Channel 36, WTVQ. So we'll have Jeff Picoro on. We'll be talking about the UK Wildcats, the Reds, new manager. Did you hear that? And we'll be talking about it. And we'll talk about the passing of Pete Rose with Jeff Picoro. So I hope you stay tuned for that. I think you'll find that very enlightening. He's a very good speaker and a lot of great information. Then after 9:30 news, Larry the Legend Sanders and weather forecast. So there you go. That's the lineup. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you listening to WHBN AM and FM. So kids, sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday, October 4th. Oh, yeah, get up, stretch if you've been at work now. Oh, it feels so good.
Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. Working makes me a tired man. That's why I'm a Friday fan. 'Cause the work week's almost done. On Saturday, be sleeping all I can. Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell, and I would like to invite you in to see how we became the #1 growth dealer for Mazda in the Midwest and #6 in the entire nation. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. This is how car buying should be. No pressure, no gimmicks, no hidden fees, and no fast talk. So stop by and experience for yourself at 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night in high school football on Hometown Radio, Campbellsville blanked Danville 36-0. The Ads are now 0-6 on the season. Hometown Radio has 2 games on the air for you this evening. Garrett County entertains Casey County at 7:30 on C105. Mercer County's at Marion County at 7:30 on WHBN FM 99.5. Start your Friday night with Joe Mathis on the high school football preview show from 6 to 7 on WHBN FM and WHIR FM. All our programming streams live at hometownlive.net. Boyle County has the weekend off. Yesterday in baseball, just one game. Pete Alonso's 3-run homer in the top of the ninth lifted the Mets over the Brewers 4-2. Mets now play the Phillies. The division series best 3 out of 5s start tomorrow. In the NLDS, New York's at Philadelphia and San Diego's at Los Angeles. In the ALDS, the Yankees host the Royals and the Guardians entertain the Tigers. In other baseball news, the Cincinnati Reds' new manager is Terry Francona. He played for the Reds in 1987. Kentucky football has an open date tomorrow. The Wildcats will host Vanderbilt on Saturday, October 11th on Z105. Elsewhere tomorrow, it's homecoming for Center College. Colonels host Trinity at 1 o'clock. Number 22, Louisville, takes on SMU at 12 noon in Cardinal Stadium. EKU and Western Kentucky both have open dates. Hometown Radio has NASCAR running this weekend at Talladega Super Speedway. Join us at 3 o'clock tomorrow for Xfinity Racing. The second race in the Cup Round of 12's airtime is at 1 o'clock Sunday, all on WHIR FM 103.9. In the NFL last night, it was Atlanta 36, Tampa Bay 30 in overtime. Both teams are now 3-2. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
It's an off week for Kentucky football, so we'll talk a little UK men's basketball on this edition of A Look at UK Sports.
Hey there, festival lovers. This is Beth Sumner, Katie's Trigg County Tourism Director, inviting you to join us for a slice of fun at the 48th Annual Trigg County Country Ham Festival. Mark your calendars for October 11th through 13th. Come experience the charm of Katie's with delightful music, crafts, and of course, the making of Kentucky's largest country ham and biscuit. Gather your family and friends and head over to the Katie's Trigg County Country Ham Festival. We can't wait to see you there. For more details, visit gokatys.com. See you at the festival.
Gary Parrish is the longtime college basketball columnist for CBSSports.com. He says Kentucky is swimming against the recent trend when it comes to trying to win big with an abundance of transfers. But that's the hand that Mark Pope was dealt when he came on board. Knowing that and seeing the roster that Pope's put together, Parrish is bullish on the Big Blue.
There's really very little evidence to support this is the way to build a good college basketball team. But I like the pieces. I like the coach. I'm going to believe in it until I have a reason not to, other than past history that's got nothing to do technically with Kentucky or Mark Pope. I'm going to believe that this team's going to be good, and I'll take it further. I know that when you hear names like Scott Drew, Dan Hurley, Billy Donovan, when you first hear Mark Pope as the next coach at Kentucky, as a Kentucky fan, that could maybe be a little disappointing. But the truth is, he's done a great job since he got that job. I believe he's won people over. You would know this better than I.
Oh, no, most definitely.
And this is a guy that I think is going to have a very good career at his alma mater. He might not have been number one on anybody's wish list, but I think he's going to be a successful Kentucky basketball coach, and I think it's got a chance to happen really quickly.
That's Gary Parrish, and this is a look at UK sports.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
CC Auto Parts and Service is a difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service is a difference. We get it.
DQ is now staying open later at 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. The Mercer County Sheriff's Department, eat free. The Harrodsburg Police Department, eat free. Plus the Kentucky State Troopers, eat free. In addition, all military get a 50% discount. Barbara Montgomery's giving back big time to those putting their lives on the line. Any size confetti dip cones, 75% off. Any size peach cobbler blizzards, 75% off. Any under the rainbow shake, 75% off. October savings are waiting for you at your Harrodsburg DQ, where happy really tastes good.
Did you know there's money available to help you pay for trade school or college? Yep, and all you need to do is fill out the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. Completing the FAFSA costs you nothing but time, and it can pay off big. And there are experts across Kentucky who can help. For more info, visit gearupky.org/money. That's gearupky.org/money.
Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Collins Construction and Roofing. Storm damage, framing work, insurance claims? Call Collins. 613-4397.
Good morning. I'm Larry Sanders.
Just a minute, Larry. You got ahead of me here. I'll introduce you in just a moment. Now, the weather forecast, sunny today, high of 81, clear tonight, low of 54. Sunny on Saturday, high of 80. Saturday night, clear, low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Right now under clear skies, we have 57 degrees in Harrodsburg at 724. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. I'm Larry Sanders. Welcome to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. A special thank you to our sponsor, Darren Ransdell at the Barbershop in Harrodsburg next to Casey's.
And this morning, we're going to be playing Daylan Bradley, and she will be singing In My Mind. And it's brought to you by the softball coach.
The Barbershop by Darren Ransdell is a barbershop that offers today's men a haven where they can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or the weather. Located next to Casey's on South College Street in Harrodsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 to noon.
Standing here, staring at your picture on the wall. Once again I'm feeling my heart's not mine at all. You wrap your love around me like you've done so many times. And once again I know I'm gonna love you in my mind. I'll just remember the place we used to go. Saw springtime flowers blossom, felt summer breezes blow. The autumn leaves fell down around two lovers that entwined. And once again I know I'm gonna love you in my mind. In my mind I'm gonna love you like it was yesterday. And in my mind I'm gonna hold you though you're 1,000 miles away. I'll turn back those memories one at a time. I'll close my eyes and love you once again in my mind. You always understand me, you know me inside out. You're a part of my soul, and I believe without a doubt. A friend and a lover like you I'll never find. Someone I can always turn to in my mind. So here I stand staring at your picture on the wall. And once again I'm feeling my heart begin to fall. Until we meet again, another place, another time. I guess I'll just have to love you in my mind. In my mind I'm gonna love you like it was yesterday. And in my mind I'm gonna hold you though you're 1,000 miles away. I'll turn back those memories one at a time. I'll close my eyes and love you once again in my mind. I'll close my eyes and love you once again in my mind.
You've been listening to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. It's a service of Darren Ransdell's Barbershop next to Casey's in Harrodsburg. You can be the next Rooster Local Talent Showcase star by bringing your music to WHBN studio. I'm Larry Sanders. You're listening to Radio Rick, playing the best in music and keeping everyone informed on what's happening in Harrodsburg and Mercer County. 99.5 FM and 1420 AM. WHBN, Harrodsburg, the Rooster.
Love you
Millie Small, My Boy Lollipop. Sunday, she was born in 1946. She expired in 2020. We've got news at 7:30, KNN.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A groundbreaking Thursday marks another step in the long recovery for Mayfield.
And so as we stand here today, I know there's still a lot of work to go. But with the funding in place, with the groundbreaking that's happening, I hope you feel more than hope. I hope you feel accomplishment. I hope you feel that you can now look behind you and see the progress that's been made that was hard to conceptualize that morning after.
That Western Kentucky town devastated by a tornado in 2021. Homes and businesses destroyed, including City Hall and the police department. Governor Andy Beshear joining local officials in breaking ground on a new municipal building.
And I hope those that are suffering today in other states have seen your resilience, and that this serves as a beacon of hope for them, that they will get back up on their feet. We will rebuild in each and every one of those states, and we will make sure those families impacted are better off in the years that it will take to rebuild.
The legislature approved $25 million in funding to help rebuild the Mayfield City Hall and police departments. A school district in Bracken County in hot water over a social media post. John Shannon will tell you the details.
Attorney General Russell Coleman has sent a cease and desist letter to the superintendent of the Augusta Independent School District over a post on the district's official social media sites advocating against Amendment 2, which, if approved in November, would alter Kentucky's constitution to let lawmakers spend tax dollars on non-public education. In his letter, Coleman told Superintendent Lisa McCain that district resources and social media may not be used to advocate for or against constitutional amendments or to express, quote, any partisan political message. The AG attached an advisory he previously issued following the uproar over similar posts made by Pulaski County schools on their social media platforms. After receiving the letter, the Augusta Independent School District removed the post. I'm John Shannon.
And I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's time for the news, all about your neighbors and probably about you. It's your local news, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Monday through Saturday.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another #1 ranking for Boyle County. This time it's in the classroom. Boyle County Schools was ranked #1 in the state out of county school districts and #6 overall among the state's 172 total school districts in the most recent Kentucky school assessment. Out of Boyle County Schools, Junction City, Woodlawn, and Boyle County High School achieved the highest status, blue status, while Perryville and Boyle County Middle School earned a step below that in green status. Harrodsburg Police and the Mercer County Sheriff's Office teamed up for a joint arrest. It happened Wednesday evening when a joint investigation led to 2 drug arrests. The Harrodsburg Police Department say they arrested Donna Sanford and Justin Russell, both on offenses related to methamphetamine. Both Sanford and Russell were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. Lincoln County Schools announced the new principal of Lincoln County Middle School. Lincoln County announced that Bill Sursick would take over as the principal of Lincoln County Middle. He comes to Lincoln after serving as the assistant principal at Lancaster Elementary School, where he'd been since 2018. He's familiar with the Lincoln County school system, spending 11 of his 18 total years in school administration working in Lincoln County as a guidance counselor. Sursick will take over as the middle school principal soon, and Billy Harris will continue to serve as the interim principal during the transition. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
Here are the obituaries. Myrtle Faye Rayleigh Henry Howie, age 85, of Harrodsburg, died Saturday. She was the wife of James Howie. Visitation is Thursday from 6 until 8 and Friday from 7 at the time of the service at 1 o'clock at Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home. James E. Jim Chappell III, age 82 of Harrodsburg, died Friday. He was the husband of Jennifer Chappell. Visitation is Thursday from 5 until 8 and prior to the service Friday, which starts at 1 o'clock at Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Lucille Denny Hawthorne, age 96 of Harrodsburg, died Friday. She was the widow of Ramon Hawthorne. Visitation is Saturday from 11 at the time of the service at 1 o'clock at Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home. Timothy Eric Timmy Ryan, age 64 of Harrodsburg, died Saturday. A graveside service is Monday at 1 o'clock at Spring Hill Cemetery. Honorable Jeffrey L. Dotson, age 59 of Harrodsburg, died Saturday. He was the husband of Christine Chris Dotson. He served as the district court judge for Mercer and Boyle County from 2003 until 2022, where he then became the judge for the 50th Judicial Circuit. A gathering of friends and family is Monday from 4 until 7 at the Greystone House at Beaumont Inn. Ransdell Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
That's the news for today, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Charles and College in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
It's going to be sunny today with a high of 81. Clear tonight. Football Friday night, a low of 54. Tomorrow, Saturday, sunny, high of 80. Saturday night, clear, low of 56. Sunny Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Right now, we have clear skies. 57 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:37. Good Friday morning to you. It's the 4th day of October. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN, AM and FM, hometownlive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Are you ready to win? It's time for the DQ Today Is quiz. Twice I've given you the 5 things today is. All you have to do is call me up right now, 859-734-4321. Give me one of the 5 things that I have told you. If you can do that today, you'll pick up not 1, but 2 cheeseburgers from DQ, where a happy tastes good. By request, call me up, 734-4321 by request. John Bon Jovi, Blaze of Glory.
Last night's bed. I don't know where I'm going, only God knows where I've been. I'm a devil on the run, a 6-gun lover, a candle in the wind. Yeah! Born into this world with this seal born with sin, with
John Bon Jovi, Blaze of Glory, by request. Request lines open, 859-734-4321. Got a winner for the DQ Today Is quiz. Steve Stinnett said it's National Vodka Day. It sure is, Steve. It's also Cinnamon Roll Day, Improve Your Office Day, International Toot Your Flute Day, and National Ships in a Bottle Day. So thank you, Steve. Thank you all called in. Thank you, Barbara Montgomery. We could not do this without your generosity. We'll do it again, same time, same station, tomorrow, on Monday, I should say. Yeah, not tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. It is 7:43 and a half. We got another request right here. This is called In the Year 2525, Zagar and Evans.
In the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. In the year 3535, ain't gonna need to tell the truth, tell no lies. Everything you think, do, and say is in the pill you took today. In the year 4545, ain't gonna need your teeth, won't need your eyes. You won't find a thing to chew, nobody's gonna look at you. In the year 5555, your arms are hanging limp at your sides. Your legs got nothing to do. Some machine doing that for you. In the year 6565, ain't gonna need no husband, won't need no wife. You pick your son, pick your daughter too. From the bottom of a long glass tube, whoa, whoa. In the year 7510, if God's a-comin', he ought to make it by then. Maybe he'll look around himself and say, guess it's time for the judgment day. In the year 8510, God is gonna shake his mighty head. He'll either say, I'm pleased where man has been, or tear it down and start again. Whoa, whoa. In the year 9595, I'm kinda wondering if man is gonna be alive. He's taken everything this old earth can give, and he ain't put back nothing. Whoa, whoa. Now it's been 10,000 years. Man has cried a billion tears for what he never knew. Now man's reign is through, but through eternal night, the twinkling of starlight, so very far away, maybe it's only yesterday. In the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find.
By request, my buddy Kenneth Riley's birthday is tomorrow, by the way. Zagar and Evans in the year 2525. Give us something you wanted to hear. 859-734-4321. They do it before 9 o'clock, though, because we got back-to-back guests coming up from 9 till 10, all right? It's 7:47, time for a tech report, and a good news brought to you by Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance.
Tesla and SpaceX founder Elon Musk has agreed to send dozens of Starlink receivers and terminals to western North Carolina. Tammy Trujillo fills us in.
The equipment will help residents regain access to the internet. The portable devices can be used in a variety of settings, including homes and on boats. The effort to contact Musk was spearheaded by North Carolina State Senator Danny Britt. Musk responded Tuesday by saying SpaceX will send as many terminals as possible to help areas in need.
Regulators with the European Union Commission want to know more about YouTube's content algorithms. The request under the Digital Services Act comes after growing concern that certain content is being amplified that could impact or disrupt an election process. Requests were also sent to TikTok and Snapchat. And for the first time since 2022, Apple plans to release a new iPhone SE. The lower-priced entry-level smartphone is expected to be available early next year. At about the same time, the company is also expected to unveil a new iPad Air. Tech Report, I'm Mark Mayfield.
Thank you, Mark. Time for the good news brought to you by this man right here.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Augusta National Golf Club is donating a big chunk of money to help with hurricane relief. If you're not a golf fan, it's where the Masters is held. They partnered with a charity for a joint $5 million donation to help victims around Augusta, Georgia. They also made a separate donation to the Red Cross. Thank you. A food pharmacy for seniors just opened in Washington, D.C. Instead of drugs, they give out healthy food to help keep things like diabetes in check. Your doctor writes a prescription for medically tailored groceries. About every 2 weeks, you get restocked in stuff like fresh produce and whole wheat pasta. A woman in England named Muriel Linders just turned 101, and she's in the news because her advice on how to live a long and happy life. Look after your friends, always take the stairs, dance whenever you can. Must also have some good genes. And that's the good news. Brought to you by Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance.
Harrisburg Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto center providing a wide range of tire and auto care services. They provide customers with tires of all brands and sizes. Harrisburg Tire and Automotive can accommodate vehicles from small cars to dually trucks. They offer a lot of auto maintenance services, including brakes, front-end work, alignments, engine repairs, computer diagnostics, tune-ups, oil changes, and so much more. North College Street next to Napa. Give them a call, 734-4563, 734-4563 for Harrodsburg Tire.
Hello, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar with Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. Let me tell you about our affordable eyewear pricing. If you just need distance or near only glasses, we offer a frame, thinner lens, and non-glare coating for $119. We offer frame, Zeiss Progressive No-Line Bifocal, and thinner lens with non-glare coating for $299. We want you to feel comfortable coming to our office to buy glasses. To schedule an eye exam with me, Dr. Matthew Duggar in Harrodsburg, call 859-605-2214.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is so back for its 13th year on the Hometown Radio Network, breaking down all the area high school football games from 6 o'clock until 7 Friday nights on WHIR and WHBN. Join us. We have a blast. We talk high school football. We even do the high school fantasy football draft. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show. It's the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show, Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBN, and HometownLive.net.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Hello, everybody. This is country music artist, star, Alex Miller. I love my country music, and you'll love the country music radio Rick spins weekday morning 6 till 10 a.m. on FM 99.5 WHBN, The Rooster.
Pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me a shot of whiskey. Bartender, hit me one more time. He left, I cried, I'm lost inside, won't you help me? I'm feeling to the top, cause I hit the right bottom this time. Oh, listen up now. Well, I don't wanna listen to the old jukebox, so don't you put no quarters in the slot. I don't wanna talk and I don't wanna dance. I damn sure ain't looking for romance. I don't wanna hang out with the crowd. I don't wanna party and get real loud. Believe me when I tell you that I thought this through. There's only one thing that I want you to do. For me, for me, for me, pour me another shot of whiskey. The bartender hit me one more time. cried. I'm lost inside. Won't help me. Yeah, feeling to the top, 'cause I hit it right bottom this time. Oh, picket boy. Let's go. My story said, but it's true. So many things that I never knew. He loved to party and he loved to dance. He loved to get loud every time he had the chance. I always thought he was a simple-minded okie. Well, little did I know he was a king of karaoke. He was everything that a man should be. The problem was that it wasn't with me. Poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me. And I was out of whiskey. The bartender hit me one more time. He left, I cried. I'm lost inside, won't you help me? I'm feeling to the top, 'cause I hit the rock bottom this time. No, won't you feel it to the top, 'cause I hit the rock bottom this time. One more feel it to the top, 'cause I hit the rock bottom this time. Poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me.
That was Trick Pony, Poor Me, as we celebrate Heidi Newfield's 54th birthday with Trick Pony. And we've got another birthday for Sunday. Tim Rushlow, country singer with Little Texas. This one is called God Bless Texas. Tim Rushlow, 58 on Sunday. Good morning to you.
I've seen a lot of places. I've been around the world. I've seen some pretty faces. Been with some beautiful girls. After all I've witnessed, one thing still amazes me. Just like a miracle, you have to see to believe. With his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land. Gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas.
This is a short version of God Bless Texas because God blessed us with Chris Horn, and he is a Mercer County clerk. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Rick. How are you today, sir?
I'm fine for a man of my age and temperament. How are you?
Hey, I'm feeling about the same way over this way.
So what is going on? You know, we're getting close to early voting, I believe, are we not?
I tell you what, the days are clicking on by, Rick.
Yeah.
So right now, you know, we do have absentee voting by mail occurring, and, you know, people can go to www.govote.ky.gov, or they can call our clerk's office at 734-6310. That timeline, Rick, is from September the 21st through October the 22nd. And that's only for voters that would like to request a mail-in ballot. And if they actually are wanting to vote in person, they don't need to go this route. There's 3 different ways you can do in-person voting for our November 5th general election that'll be coming up soon. One of those ways is in-person excused absentee voting that'll be here at our courthouse. That starts like October the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. And that's here at the courthouse. And then we move into the period of time where it's no excuse early in-person voting. And that kicks off here at our courthouse as well. It's on October the 31st November the 1st and November the 2nd. And all those days of those in-person situations, both of those, it's 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. here at our courthouse. For Mercer County voters, all of our precincts will be open. And if you're waiting to vote on November the 5th, that'll be 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and the voters must vote at their home precinct. Our drop box for the people that are participating in the absentee voting by mail, we're getting several of those back in, Rick. It's just located right up at the front of the building, right when you come through the double glass doors there. Immediately right to your right is where people place those completed voted mail-in ballots. And we're required to empty that thing every day. And so we've got some of that stuff going on, believe it or not.
Well, it just makes it easier, Chris, I think, for people that it's hard sometimes on vote day to get there. And
yes, sir.
So that there's several ways, like you say, you mail in or you can come in and vote, excused and unexcused.
Yes, sir. Our website for our office is mercer.countyclerk.us. And if the public would like to go on there, you can just click on the elections tab, and it'll tell you all this information here. It'll show all of our polling locations. We have the current upcoming ballot that's going to be available on there as well.
Okay.
There are a couple of constitutional amendments, and all of our ballots, Rick, they do have a front and a back side to them, and so they've got it. I don't recall the exact wording. I don't have it right here with me, but they do have something printed on the front of the ballot telling the voters to read and look at this other side as well. So,
give us that website again, Chris. Yeah, try to give us that website again, where they can check everything out.
Mercer.countyclerk.us, and there'll be an elections tab there. And if you just click on that elections tab, it can show you the ballot and show you all this voting information.
Oh, that's good.
That's up to date and everything that's out there.
Yeah.
And that's a nice resource for us to have to try to help get information out to the voters and to the public.
Yeah. Okay. And somebody famous around here says good stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So, they've already came in and set our machines and got us all ready to go, and we've got everything inspected, so we're just motoring along, and it's going to soon be here, Rick.
Oh, as we always like to say, Chris, when we talk together here, it just seems like time flies by, and it's going to be knocking at the door again.
It will, sir. It will. Yes, sir. And we're working on it just one day at a time.
That's all you can do.
And another thing, I might just say to folks, if you haven't registered to vote, or if you need to register to vote, October the 7th, which will be Monday, is the deadline at the end of the day, Monday, for voter registration to occur. So
good stuff there.
We always have to have a time to stop, close the voter registration books and everything. So, but that's coming.
Okay.
And, anyway,
get out and vote.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exercise our right. All right, Chris. Well, thank you. We appreciate the information. We look forward to talking to you again soon.
Okay, Rick. You take care.
You too.
Have a good day and good weekend.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Chris. Chris Horn from the Mercer County Clerk's Office. It is 882 WHB 802 WHB in Harrodsburg.
Kentucky has 80,000 miles of roadway. That's a lot of pavement. It's also a lot of looking out for your neighbor. Being a safe driver means yielding to pedestrians and cyclists, especially when turning, stopping for pedestrians at crosswalks, giving bikes safe distance, and always keeping your eyes on the road. Drive safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Has your business grown recently? You may be eligible for a Kentucky Small Business Tax Credit of up to $25,000. If your for-profit business has 50 or fewer employees, created one new full-time position, and invested at least $5,000 in qualifying equipment or technology in the last 2 years, you may qualify. You work hard to build your business. You've earned a break. Visit kytaxcredit.org. That's kytaxcredit.org for more information and to apply.
Former President Trump was in Saginaw, Michigan Thursday, busy focusing on battleground states with a little over a month to go before Election Day. Mark Mayfield has more.
33 days from now, we are going to win the state of Michigan. We are going to defeat Lion Kamala Harris, one of the worst candidates ever.
The GOP presidential candidate reminded supporters that mail-in voting has begun in several states. Trump urged supporters to vote, saying the results will have to be too big to rig. He also criticized the Biden-Harris administration for open borders, claiming that immigrants have overrun cities like Springfield, Ohio, and Aurora, Colorado.
Former First Lady Melania Trump confirmed she supports abortion rights. She addressed the issue in a video posted on X.
Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom.
This comes after The Guardian reported Wednesday that Trump voices her support for abortion in her upcoming memoir. According to the report, she writes in her book, quote, "Why should anyone other than the woman herself have the power to determine what she does with her own body?" Her stance is at odds with her husband's, who has campaigned on being the president who got Roe v. Wade overturned. There's yet another recall notice for the Tesla Cybertruck. This one involves problems with the rearview camera. The filing with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration suggests the image may be delayed and reduce the driver's view of what's behind them. It's a violation of safety standards. The recall affects 27,000 Cybertrucks. This is the fifth since it was released last year. It took going into overtime to pull it off, but the Atlanta Falcons claimed a 36-30 Thursday night football victory over the Buccaneers at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Falcons improved to a 3-2 with the win as Tampa Bay dropped to 3-2. Lisa Carton, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another #1 ranking for Boyle County. This time it's in the classroom. Boyle County Schools was ranked #1 in the state out of county school districts and #6 overall among the state's 172 total school districts in the most recent Kentucky school assessment. Out of Boyle County Schools, Junction City, Woodlawn, and Boyle County High School achieved the highest status, blue status, while Perryville and Boyle County Middle School earned a step below that in green status. Harrodsburg Police and the Mercer County Sheriff's Office teamed up for a joint arrest. It happened Wednesday evening when a joint investigation led to 2 drug arrests. The Harrodsburg Police Department say they arrested Donna Sanford and Justin Russell, both on offenses related to methamphetamine. Both Sanford and Russell were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. Lincoln County Schools announced the new principal of Lincoln County Middle School. Lincoln County announced that Bill Sursick would take over as the principal of Lincoln County Middle. He comes to Lincoln after serving as the assistant principal at Lancaster Elementary School, where he'd been since 2018. He's familiar with the Lincoln County school system, spending 11 of his 18 total years in school administration working in Lincoln County as a guidance counselor. Sursick will take over as the middle school principal soon, and Billy Harris will continue to serve as the interim principal during the transition. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This is Dan Yates, and I want you to join me for Breakfast with the Coaches as we talk Titan football live from the old bus station every Saturday morning this fall from 9 to Tune your radios to WHBN 99.5 FM, AM 1420, or catch our live hometownlive.net. Breakfast with the Coaches is brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, Essity, Whitaker Bank, Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg, and the Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg. Go Titans!
Catch these savings at your Harrodsburg Napa. Evercraft 11-piece combination wrench set SAE polished chrome, $43.99. Castro GTX motor oil, 10W40, full synthetic, 5 quarts for $43.49. Xerox cooling system antifreeze, 1 gallon price, $13.99. Rain-X Latitude water repellency wiper blades, 24-inch, $13.49. Gear Up cargo mat, universal in black, $37.49. Your one-stop shop for savings is at your Harrodsburg Napa, located at North College Street. Don't forget to sign up for your money-saving Napa rewards.
Hello, I'm Rich Newsom, Vice President and Loan Officer with Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has been recognized as a top community bank SBA lender in Kentucky 14 consecutive years. We are here to help businessmen and women in Central Kentucky grow their businesses with the right loan to fit their specific needs. Stop by and see me today at our Harrodsburg office located at 570 Chestnut Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
Sunny today with a high of 81. Clear tonight with a low of 54 for football Friday night. For tomorrow, sunny, high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Sunny Tuesday, high of 68. Sunny Wednesday, high of 69. Sunny Thursday, high of 68. Right now, we have sunny skies. 58 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:08.5. Good. Friday morning, this is the 4th day of October. Radio Rick, glad to be with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning right here on WHBN. AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to use to register someone to win that DQ ice cream cake. We're giving another one away this morning before 10 o'clock for those having a birthday or anniversary between the 28th of September and October 4th. We have Denny Coslow, Terry Coslow, Jay Phillips, Chris Worthington, Amanda and Brett Buchanan, Trinity Tongue, and Casey Coslow all registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. All right, birthdays. We do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so for today, Jill Cutler, Corey Good, John Hukel, Chris Oster, Kathy Mattingly, Stephen Kemp, Chris Morris, Casey Coslow. Tomorrow, Paula Fowler, Darby Long, Grant Sharp, Kenneth Riley, Mary Jane Trimble. Sunday, Brad Logan, John Michael Kors, David Kaprazik, Simone Ellery, and Ash Lacey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Martina, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to our birthday-ers. Ash, Simone, David, John, Brad, Mary Jane, Kenneth, Grant, Darby, Paula, Casey, Chris, Stephen, Kathy, Chris, John, Corey, Jill. Phew, that is a bunch of people there. We'll try something here. I don't know if this will work or not, but we're going to try it anyway. It is 8:10.5. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM.
Thank you for calling the Mercer Chamber of Commerce. We're glad you called. Please leave a message and a member of our staff will return your call. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Here's your message, Jill.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you. That's enough. Thank you. Stop. Okay, well, she just doesn't know when to stop, does she? Today is National Vodka Day, Cinnamon Roll Day, Improve Your Office Day, International Toot Your Flute Day, and National Ships in a Bottle Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate Power Hour number 3. You know what that means. The weekend's officially started with this. Oh, thank you very much, Fred. We so appreciate that. We got a quick call in here. Good morning. You're on WHBN.
Yes, I have a birthday to put on.
Okay.
4-year-old.
All right.
Her name's Gracie Lee.
Gracie Lee. Okay. Do you want to put Gracie on the ice cream cake list?
Sure.
All right. Let me get the paper here. Gracie Lee. Okay, what's the phone number for Gracie to win today?
734-8374.
Okay, Gracie's now registered.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. You too. Bye-bye. See how easy that was, and it's painless. So we've added Gracie Lee to the birthday list today. All right, kids, I want to tell you what we got coming up. We've got Vaught's View, Steve Bertram's Sports Report. We have got at about 8:30, we'll check in with our head football coach, Craig Yeast, and we will set up the football game tonight. District starts for Mercer County. Everybody's 0-0. Forget the record, what it is now. Everybody starts all over again. So we wish Mercer County Titans best of luck. Then we will have at 8:45 a random fact from David Hopewell. And then after the 9 o'clock news, we will have Jeff Piccaro. Now, Jeff Piccaro is the color commentator for UK football, all right, with Tom Leach. Jeff Piccaro used to be with the Cincinnati Reds for years and used to do a lot of TV coverage with them, so we're going to be talking with him about the Reds, the new manager that they have signed, and he is also happens to be the sports director for Channel 36 WTVQ. So, Jeff Piccaro coming up after 9 o'clock, I think you're going to enjoy. He's got some very good insight on a lot of things with the Reds and UK. And then Larry the Legend Sanders after 9:30 news and weather forecast. So that's what's heading your way, kids. So sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday, October 4th.
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
I do not mind admitting I'm a bit biased in my thinking that Oscar Combs' induction into the Kentucky Sports Hall of Fame was long overdue. Because of my 50 years of covering University of Kentucky sports, I'm not sure there's been anyone more innovative than Combs. He had the courage to leave an Eastern Kentucky newspaper and start the Cat's Paws, a weekly publication devoted to UK sports in 1976. It was the first independent publication to cover a major athletic program in the United States, and most believe there was no way he could make the idea work. It was a time when people still read newspapers and printed products. Combs also believed the passion of the UK fan base was unmatched nationally, and that fans not only in Kentucky, but across the nation would like to have a chance to read and know more about their beloved Wildcats. He was right, and later many others nationally tried to copy his idea, but none could do it as well.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
You're invited on an enchanting adventure to Todd County, Western Kentucky's hidden gem. This fall, experience the charm of their annual Todd County Bale Trail, where each twist and turn uncovers a piece of their rich heritage and warm hometown hospitality. Join Todd County for a tradition that celebrates community and the beauty of rural life. Learn more about the Todd County Bale Trail at toddchamber.com. The Todd County Bale Trail, where every bale tells a story.
Oscar Combs got information about Kentucky sports that no one else could. He was wise enough to get UK coaches Joe Hall and Fran Kersey both on board with his publication, and they both quickly saw the value the Cat's Paws could add to UK athletics. Combs became not only a Kentucky icon, but a national sports personality who knew coaches and athletes from coast to coast. He's been a Hall of Famer for years, and hopefully soon UK athletics will also put him into its Hall of Fame.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Jan Briscoe from Royalties Florist and Gifts.
I still do interior design, so we can help you out with from your home decor, or we have our own website, royaltiesfloraldesigns.com. Go there and some of our own personal design that can help you select something that's just right for you. Phone number is 734-3339, 734-3339, and our website is royaltiesfloraldesigns.com. So any of your major wire services that are out there, contact them, 1-800-FLOWERS, and they'll make sure that we get the order.
Is this a birthday girl?
Oh, good morning, Radio Rick. Yes, it is. I was not thinking that. I thought maybe there's something else.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, okay. That's lovely.
Yeah, thank you. That's enough. Thank you.
That's lovely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Well, thank you, Radio Rick. That was very kind.
Well, you are welcome. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you, sir, and I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.
Yes, it looks like weather's going to be ideal for everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you guys have a great week also, and
right.
The Chamber is off this coming week for fall break, and we'll see you all on the 14th.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
great birthday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Last night in high school football on Hometown Radio, Campbellsville blanked Danville 36-0. The Ads are now 0-6 on the season. Hometown Radio has two games on the air for you this evening. Garrett County entertains Casey County at 7:30 on C105. Mercer County's at Marion County at 7:30 on WHBN FM 99.5. Start your Friday night with Joe Mathis on the high school football preview show from 6 to 7 on WHBN FM and WHIR FM. All our programming streams live at hometownlive.net. Boyle County has the weekend off. Yesterday in baseball, just one game. Pete Alonso's three-run homer in the top of the ninth lifted the Mets over the Brewers 4-2. Mets now play the Phillies. The division series best 3 out of 5s start tomorrow. In the NLDS, New York's at Philadelphia and San Diego's at Los Angeles. In the ALDS, the Yankees host the Royals and the Guardians entertain the Tigers. In other baseball news, the Cincinnati Reds' new manager is Terry Francona. He played for the Reds in 1987. Kentucky football has an open date tomorrow. The Wildcats will host Vanderbilt on Saturday, October 11th on Z105. Elsewhere tomorrow, it's homecoming for Center College. Colonels host Trinity at 1 o'clock. Number 22, Louisville, takes on SMU at 12 noon in Cardinal Stadium. EKU and Western Kentucky both have open dates. Hometown Radio has NASCAR running this weekend at Talladega Superspeedway. Join us at 3 o'clock tomorrow for Xfinity Racing. The second race in the Cup Round of 12's airtime is at 1 o'clock Sunday, all on WHIR FM 103.9. In the NFL last night, it was Atlanta 36, Tampa Bay 30 in overtime. Both teams are now 3-2. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at essity.com. That's Essity, ESSITY.com.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? Our mission is to provide comprehensive banking products and services for our customers and to invest in the Kentucky communities where we live. Whitaker Bank is a reliable partner, guiding you towards solid decisions for today's evolving environment and for the challenges you may face tomorrow. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers and the communities we serve. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Dan Yates, and I want you to join me for Breakfast with the Coaches as we talk Titan football live from the old bus station every Saturday morning this fall from 9 to 10. Tune your radios to WHBN 9.5 FM, AM 1420, or catch our live stream at hometownlive.net. Breakfast with the Coaches brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, Essity, Whitaker Bank, Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg, and the Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg. Go Titans!
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
Sunny today with a high of 81. Clear tonight, low of 54. Sunny tomorrow, high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear with low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Right now, we have sunny skies. 59 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:23.5. This man is having a birthday today. His name is Leroy Van Dyke. The name of the song is The Auctioneer.
Hey, well, all right, sir, here we go there, and what are they going to give for 'em? I've been $600 down here now, 10 and now, 25 and now, 35 and now, 50 now, 60, will they give me 60 now, 75, 75, another $85 on the bond there. There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his ma when she told him he should go to school. He'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, then pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn. He'd stand and listen carefully, then pretty soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so rapidly. He said, oh my, it's do or die, I've got to learn that auction cry, gotta make my mark and be an auctioneer. $25 bid and now $30, 30, will they give me 30, make it 30, bid upon my $30, will they give me 30, best and all could see he didn't jest, he practiced calling bids both night and day. His pap would find him behind the barn just working up an awful storm as he tried to imitate the auctioneer. Then his pap said, son, we just can't stand to have a mediocre man selling things at auction using our good name. I'll send you off to auction school, then you'll be nobody's fool. You can take your place among the best. $35 bid and I'll $40, 40, will they give me 40, make it 40, bid on all $40, on we live 40, who'd bid a $40 bid? $40 bid and now 45, will they give me 45 to make it a 45, bid at a 45, who would have bid it at a $45 bid? So from that boy who went to school, there grew a man who played it cool. He came back home a full-fledged auctioneer. Then the people came from miles around just to hear him make that rhythmic sound that filled their hearts with such a happy cheer. His fame spread out from shore to shore. He had all he could do and more. Had to buy a plane to get around. Now he's the tops in all the land. Let Paul give that man a hand. He's the best of all the auctioneers. $45 bid and I'll $50, 50, will they give me 50, make it 50, bid it on a $50, will they give me 50, who'd bid a $50 bid? $50 bid and now 55, will they give me 55 to make it a 55, bid a 55, I sold that home for the $50 bill. Hey, well, all right, sir, open the gate and let them out and walk 'em, boys. Here we come on lot number 29 in, what are they going to give for 'em? I'm at 25 to get 35, another 50, make it 50, bid it on a 50, now 60, will they give me 60, now 75, now 85, now 95, 100, now 25, now 50, 75, now 2, now 3, now 4, now 5, now 6, now 7, now 8.
Leroy Van Dyke, the auctioneer, as he is 95 years old today. Let's go ahead and finish out Little Texas. God bless Texas. We got sidetracked a little as we Sunday celebrate Tim Rushlow's 58th birthday. Singer with Little Texas. 8:27.
I've seen a lot of places, I've been around the world. I've seen some pretty faces, been with some beautiful girls. After all I witnessed, one thing still amazes me. Just like a miracle, you have to see to believe. 'Cause God bless Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land. He gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. First he lit the sunshine, then he made the waters deep. Then he gave us moonlight for all the world to see. Well, everybody knows that the Lord works in mysterious ways. He took a rest, then on the very next day. God bless Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land. Gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. Well, I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. God bless Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land. He gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas.
Little Texas, God bless Texas. Sunday, Tim Rushlow, singer, is going to be 58 years old. It's 8:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
2 men under arrest after nearly 24 police officers executed search warrants on several businesses in Monticello suspected of promoting illegal gambling. The businesses were searched, leading to the arrest of Jamin Patel and Abula Reddy and the seizing of more than 40 illegal machines. Patel and Reddy were booked on charges including permitting and promoting gambling and possessing gambling devices and records. Monticello police say the businesses targeted 7 Smoke and Vape, Bootlegger Wine and Spirits, the Valero gas station on North Main, and Hicks Grocery on Kentucky Highway 90. The statewide test results in, and Kentucky students are getting mixed grades. Older students improved their math scores, but struggled with science. Just 6% of high school students were proficient or distinguished in science. Math proficiency improved for middle and high school students, but unchanged in elementary schools. Reading scores improved for more high schoolers, but unchanged in the lower grades. The report examined the 2023-24 school year for grades 3 through 8 and 10 and 11. Turfway Park Racing and Gaming has released its stake schedule for 2024-25. This schedule features 24 races with purses of $4.9 million. The $700,000 Jeff Ruby Stakes will be run on Saturday, March 22nd, and the $1 million Turfway Park Synthetic Championships will debut with 4 races on Saturday, December 14th. Hilltopper football having a different look when Western Kentucky takes on UTEP on October 10th. New uniforms were unveiled, which will be worn for the Red Out game against the Miners at Houchins Smith Stadium. The uniforms feature red pants, red jerseys, and red helmets with a black face mask. The team hasn't worn red helmets in about 20 years. Fans are also encouraged to wear red on the 10th. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another #1 ranking for Boyle County. This time it's in the classroom. Boyle County Schools was ranked #1 in the state out of county school districts and #6 overall among the state's 172 total school districts in the most recent Kentucky school assessment. Out of Boyle County Schools, Junction City, Woodlawn, and Boyle County High School achieved the highest status, blue status, while Perryville and Boyle County Middle School earned a step below that in green status. Harrodsburg Police and the Mercer County Sheriff's Office teamed up for a joint arrest. It happened Wednesday evening when a joint investigation led to 2 drug arrests. The Harrodsburg Police Department say they arrested Donna Sanford and Justin Russell, both on offenses related to methamphetamine. Both Sanford and Russell were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. Lincoln County Schools announced the new principal of Lincoln County Middle School. Lincoln County announced that Bill Sursick would take over as the principal of Lincoln County Middle. He comes to Lincoln after serving as the assistant principal at Lancaster Elementary School, where he'd been since 2018. He's familiar with the Lincoln County school system, spending 11 of his 18 total years in school administration working in Lincoln County as a guidance counselor. Sursick will take over as the middle school principal soon, and Billy Harris will continue to serve as the interim principal during the transition. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8 Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
If something seems too good to be true, it likely is. Hello, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. Scam artists use tricks like prize offerings or special deals. If you aren't sure, do research online or give us a call for help.
Here are the obituaries. Myrtle Faye Rayleigh Henry Howie, age 85, of Harrodsburg, died Saturday. She was the wife of James Howie. Visitation is Thursday from 6 until 8 and Friday from 7 at the time of the service at 1 o'clock at Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home. James E. Jim Chappell III, age 82, of Harrodsburg, died Friday. He was the husband of Jennifer Chappell. Visitation is Thursday from 5 until 8 and prior to the service Friday, which starts at 1 o'clock at Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Lucille Denny Hawthorne, age 96, of Harrodsburg, died Friday. She was the widow of Ramon Hawthorne. Visitation is Saturday from 11 at the time of the service at 1 o'clock at Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home. Timothy Eric Timmy Ryan, age 64, of Harrodsburg, died Saturday. A graveside service is Monday at 1 o'clock at Spring Hill Cemetery. Honorable Jeffrey L. Dotson, age 59, of Harrodsburg, died Saturday. He was the husband of Christine Chris Dotson. He served as the district court judge for Mercer and Boyle County from 2003 until 2022, where he then became the judge for the 50th Judicial Circuit. A gathering of friends and family is Monday from 4 until 7 at the Greystone House at Beaumont Inn. Ransdell Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. And those are today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
Our interview with the head football coach, Craig East, brought to you by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Is this our head football coach, Mr. Craig East?
This is me.
Hello, me. No, you're Craig. Hey, game day, coach. It doesn't get any better than this. And again, apologies to the other sports, but when there's just one game a week, everybody knows when it is.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Something special.
It's Friday night.
Yes.
Man. So there's nothing like Friday nights. Doesn't matter if you play Little League, middle school, high school, college, or professional. There's nothing like Friday night football.
Boy, it's not. So overall, you seem very pleased with the way your practice went and what you got done this week.
Yeah, I am pleased. Like I said, we've had a very good week. We've had a very energized week of practice, and I'm looking forward to going out and putting our kids in putting them in spots and giving them a chance to be successful and see if we can't come out with a win. But I'm really liking how we prepared this week.
And the district starts, so everybody's 0-0, so you throw out what you did before. It doesn't make any difference because now, beginning tonight, this is what all the marbles, this is what it's all that practice and all that playing, it's all coming down to starting the district.
Yes, it's district play. This is, the season started back in August, but this is the most important season because this is a 3-game stretch of, hey, if we win these games, we get a home seed in the playoffs, and we want to play at home. But more importantly, we want to win our district. So that starts tonight. And like I said, we prepared well, and I'm looking forward to watching our kids go out and play tonight.
I know you've had 3 big starters out. Is anybody able, do you think, to get back on the field tonight, or are they still going to be out?
I think we'll get Jacob Sanford back tonight, and he'll be the only one.
Okay.
We'll still be without Drakeford. We'll still be without Boffman. And we've played one game all year this year where we've been full strength. And I thought we played well, but we just made mistakes. So I'm looking forward. I've always told you, Rick, from the beginning, I really like my football team.
Right.
And these injuries, and, we play some early games and, we play some 6A teams and score a lot of points and squander a lot of opportunities. They platoon us. We still hang with them. Then we get a couple injuries in some games. Then we're playing without guys, and we're trying to learn and develop guys that probably don't need to be playing varsity football, but we're developing them. Now they've gotten better. Now we got a chance to go out after these first 6 games and try to make a statement that we are a good football team, because we really are a good team, and go out there and try to win this district. And like I said, it starts tonight with Marion County. Looking forward to our kids.
And it's like, Coach, if you're not hitting in all 8 cylinders of your car, it's going to knock a little bit. So hopefully you can get those kids back and get them into their rotation. And, get full strength.
Excuses.
No.
Just developing players. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the more we develop, the more our young ones play, the better we're going to be in the future. So I'm excited about how we prepared for this district game, this opening game in district against Marion on the road.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it.
All right, one final question, Coach. What's it going to take for Mercer County Titans to come back with a victory tonight at Marion County?
To do everything in our power to ensure that we score more points than them at the end of the game. That's it.
Coach, best of luck in that game tonight. Go Titans, and we look forward to talking again on Monday.
Sounds good, Rick. I appreciate you. Go Titans.
All right, thanks, Coach. All right, appreciate it, Coach. Craig Yeast, brought to you by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance.
Tired of the typical dental dread? Step into Dr. Jennifer Nichols' office on North College Street, where every smile starts with comfort and care. Our friendly atmosphere and professional staff ensure you feel at ease from the moment you walk in. Experience a blend of gentleness and expertise that promises the best dental care for your family. Ready to transform your dental experience? Call us for an appointment at 734-5111. With Dr. Nichols, see just how different a dental visit can be.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited to officially announce the launch of our new app, Visit Mercer County KY. Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials. We are excited about the launch of the new app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
It's going to be sunny today, high of 81. Clear tonight, low of 54. Sunny tomorrow, high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, 59 degrees in Harrodsburg, 8:43.
Hello, everybody. This is David Hopewell with State Farm Insurance. Welcome to Random Facts with Radio Rick.
Thank you, David. We'll do it. Crayola released a line of food-scented crayons in 1994. They were called Magic Scent, and the wax sticks came in coconut, cherry, and licorice. But by 1995, Crayola had taken them off the market. Parents feared kids would eat them. And yeah, at least 10 of them did. So Crayola changed the scents to less appetizing. Brown, for example, went from chocolate to dirt. Portland, Oregon was named by a coin flip. The other name was Boston. Two guys who founded the city were from Boston, Massachusetts, and Portland, Maine. The guy from Maine won the toss and named the city Portland. Pez dispensers. Remember those little candies that pop out of our little characters? Well, they originally looked like lighters, were marketed as adults as an alternative to smoking. You'd weigh about 1% less at the equator than at the North or South Pole because of the difference of the gravitational pull. And Hot Pockets. Remember those? They were called chunk stuffers when they debuted in the 1970s. Wow. Interesting. Trick Pony. 8:44 and a half. Trick Pony, It's a Heartache, as we celebrate Heidi Newfield's 54th birthday, singer with Trick Pony. Now we have got REO Speedwagon's Kevin Cronin is 73 years old today. Kevin is singer, keyboardist. This one is called Can't Fight This Feeling. 8:48. Good Friday morning to you. REO Speedwagon, Can't Fight This Feeling, as we celebrate Tim Rushlow's 58th birthday, singer with REO Speedwagon. It is 8:53. Kids, come on in. Halloween, receive a treat and a coupon at DQ Grill, and she'll keep that in mind to go by there and get these specials here for October. 75% off confetti only dip cones, any size. 75% off peach cobbler blizzards, any size. 75% off under the rainbow shakes, any size. Wow, that's some big savings there. Don't forget about the great $7 meal deal. Original cheeseburger, fries, sundae, and drink, $7. 3-piece chicken strip, fries, sundae, and drink, $7. Queso, cheeseburger, fries, sundae, and drink, just $7. Military gets 50% discount every day. Sheriff, police, and Kentucky State Troopers, they get to eat for free at DQ Grill and Chill. Let's go ahead, and we had a man that was born on this date. His name, tomorrow, Richard Street. He was born 1942 tomorrow. He was with the Temptations. This one's called I Wish It Would Rain.
Sunshine, blue skies, please go away. A girl has found another and gone away. With her went my future. My life is filled with gloom. So day after day, I stay locked up in my room. I know to you, it might sound strange, but I wish it would rain. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Cause so badly, I wanna go outside. But everyone knows that a man ain't supposed to cry. Listen, I gotta cry, cause crying is the pain, oh yeah. People, this hurt I feel inside, words could never explain. I just wish it would rain. Oh, let it rain, 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 rain. Let it rain. Oh yeah, let it rain. Day in, day out, my tear-stained face pressed against the window pane. My eyes search the skies, desperately for rain. Cause raindrops behind my teardrop, and no one will ever know that I'm crying, crying when I go outside. To the world outside my tears, I refuse to explain. Oh, I wish it would rain. Let it rain, let it rain. I need rain to disguise the tears in my eyes.
The Temptations, I Wish It Would Rain. Tomorrow, Richard Street was born in 1942, expired in 2013, singer with the Temptations. Taking us to news time, top of the hour.
Every heart has got a story.
Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Love holding out, Lord. Baby, when you've been that lonely, you just don't want a cure. Fool you once, you are forgiven. Fool you twice, you're just a fool. You fear the future's all been written by the past and what didn't last. Cause it better to dream of you, the better to be this side of heaven. Believing again when a dream comes true, the better to dream of you. Every story's got a chapter, and that chapter will be defined by what's before and what comes after. this one is mine. Everything that came before us wore me out and weighed me down. You raised me up like a gospel chorus, rock steady on solid ground. The better to dream of you, the better to be this side of heaven. Believing again, some dreams come true. The better to dream of you. Like an old-time tent revival, I felt my heart come back alive. No preacher, baby, no Bible, just this love to testify. Oh, the better to dream of you, the better to be this side of heaven. Believing again, some dreams come true. The better to dream of, better to even again, the dreams come true. The better to dream of, better to dream of you. The better to be this side of heaven. Believing again, some dreams come true. The better to dream of you.
Mary Chapin Carpenter, the better to dream of you. And you are not dreaming, you are getting it on WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955, FM 99.5, AM 1420, World Wide Web at hometownlive.net, seen at ckytv.net, Channel 2. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Lisa Carton. Officials say the death toll from Hurricane Helene has surpassed the 200 mark, and that number will likely rise. More than half of the deaths have been in North Carolina, including at least 72 in the Asheville and Buncombe County area.
I don't think there's a word to describe it. I don't know how long this is going to take.
This woman narrowly escaped the flooding of her home.
The front door, the water pushed it in, and it pushed in the back door, and within 30 seconds, it went from the ground to neck level.
President Biden surveyed damage in Florida and Georgia on Thursday. Striking dock workers and management have reached an agreement that prevents a prolonged strike. Members of the International Longshoremen's Association and management groups are agreeing to extend the expired contract until January 15th. Around 50,000 union members working from Maine to Texas walked off the job early Tuesday morning. Add former Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney to the list of Republicans endorsing Vice President Harris. Cheney joined Harris at a rally in the town of Ripon, Wisconsin. Harris called Cheney a true patriot, saying she's a leader who puts country above party and self. Garth Brooks is denying accusations of sexual assault. A hair and makeup artist identifying herself only as Jane Roe claims the country music legend raped her in 2019 in a Los Angeles hotel. Brooks had filed a lawsuit anonymously in an effort to stop the woman from publicly repeating the allegations. A record-breaking heat wave will impact the Southwest and California coast through the weekend. The mercury is expected to reach nearly 110 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona through Sunday. Las Vegas will also see temps above 100 each day. Meanwhile, people in LA will feel the heat with temperatures in the low to mid-90s. Online retail giant Amazon wants to hire 250,000 employees for the holiday season. Pay starts at $18 an hour with benefits. You're listening to the latest on NBC News Radio.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another #1 ranking for Boyle County. This time it's in the classroom. Boyle County Schools was ranked #1 in the state out of county school districts and #6 overall among the state's 172 total school districts in the most recent Kentucky school assessment. Out of Boyle County Schools, Junction City, Woodlawn, and Boyle County High School achieved the highest status, blue status, while Perryville and Boyle County Middle School earned a step below that in green status. Harrodsburg Police and the Mercer County Sheriff's Office teamed up for a joint arrest. It happened Wednesday evening when a joint investigation led to 2 drug arrests. The Harrodsburg Police Department say they arrested Donna Sanford and Justin Russell, both on offenses related to methamphetamine. Both Sanford and Russell were lodged in the Boyle County Jail. Lincoln County Schools announced the new principal of Lincoln County Middle School. Lincoln County announced that Bill Sursick would take over as the principal of Lincoln County Middle. He comes to Lincoln after serving as the assistant principal at Lancaster Elementary School, where he'd been since 2018. He's familiar with the Lincoln County school system, spending 11 of his 18 total years in school administration working in Lincoln County as a guidance counselor. Sursick will take over as the middle school principal soon, and Billy Harris will continue to serve as the interim principal during the transition. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Tired of the typical dental dread? Step into Dr. Jennifer Nichols' office on North College Street, where every smile starts with comfort and care. Our friendly atmosphere and professional staff ensure you feel at ease from the moment you walk in. Experience a blend of gentleness and expertise that promises the best dental care for your family. Ready to transform your dental experience? Call us for an appointment at 734-5111. With Dr. Nichols, see just how different a dental visit can be.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
Sunny today, high of 81. Clear tonight, low of 54. Sunny tomorrow, high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Sunny Monday, high of 69. Sunny Tuesday, high of 68. Sunny Wednesday, high of 69. Sunny Thursday, high of 68. Right now, under sunny skies, we have 61 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:06 and a half. Good Friday morning. It's the October 4th date. My guest right now is Jeff Pecoro. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine. You know, when I grow up, I'd like to have your voice.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that. Can I tell you a real quick story?
Sure, please do.
You know, I worked forever in Cincinnati, and so I worked with a guy, and a lot of people know Bob Trumpy, if you remember.
Oh,
him.
yeah.
He's one of the great broadcasters at NBC, did golf, he did everything, football, baseball, Olympics. And so Trump, you know, he's a former Bengal. He smoked, right?
Yeah.
So he tells me, you know, I've been working for about a year up there and on radio and TV and everything up there, and he comes to me one day and he says, "Hey, kid." I'm like, "Yeah, Trump." He goes, "You know, you really know your stuff." In sports, he goes, "You need to start smoking cigarettes." He goes, you put a pack a day away, and he goes, you're going to have a great voice for radio if you do that. I'm like, okay, thanks. So
man.
I never did it, but
Well, good.
just a great story he tells.
Oh, yeah. Good for you. All right, Jeff, I got you a job to do for me. Each
Fire
hour on Friday, we officially start the weekend early because we can. And I need you to tell me to light the fuse, if you'd be so kind.
You got to light the fuse.
Oh, that officially starts the weekend. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's Fred Flintstone right there.
Oh, yeah. That unmistakable voice. Everybody knows Fred.
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, let me quickly introduce all the Jeff Picoro fans, you thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that know Jeff. He has he's worn many hats over the years with Cincinnati, with the Reds, involved with them. He is the color commentator for UK football beside Tom Leach, and he also happens to be the sports director for Channel 36 WTVQ. Wow. How do you get all this stuff done, Jeff? You're just a busy guy.
That's what. That's unfortunate. That's what my kids say too. Dad, what are you doing today?
Where are you going to be at?
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, let's start out with UK quickly. First win on the road for a top-rated, top 6 team since 1977. Unbelievable win over Ole Miss.
Yeah, it really was. And, I think a lot of people kind of said with the Georgia game, Georgia just didn't play that well, Kentucky, they were in the game, and now with the Ole Miss win, they're saying, wow, maybe this Kentucky team really does have a great defense. And I think that's the case. That they shut down Georgia. Georgia couldn't do anything. And Kirby Smart told you that after the game. He said, look, we got beat up. This was a tough, hard-nosed team. And for every team, I think that you have to have an identity. And I don't think in the second week of the season, this Kentucky team didn't have an identity. Where they played South Carolina, were you going to be behind Brock Vandergriff and throw the ball all over the place? Or were you going to run the football? You're going to be a tough, hard-nosed team. Kentucky has come out, and this is an old-fashioned style team where they're built on defense, and defense gives opportunities to the offense, and that's what this team is. And they finally found their identity, and it's worked. They beat up Ohio, and they just trounced Ole Miss. The score should have been worse, but they won that game, and that's a huge step forward.
And, obviously, you're talking about that defense is so good. Stability is the key, I think, in defense. You've had 3 offensive coordinators in 4 years.
Yep.
That doesn't help the offense any.
No, I think a better word than stability is continuity, because it's so hard going from year to year if you're a player and you're learning a system. And, a football season is short. A baseball season is long.
Yeah.
A football season, you're done in a blink of an eye. We're already almost halfway through the season here. And so by the time you get to that 11th, 12th week, you finally get it done. You get it down, right? And then the season's over. And this year, you look at the 25 players that Kentucky brings in as freshmen, and then, 15 transfer portal. You got 40 new guys coming in, and you're learning a new system with a new quarterback.
Yeah.
And it just takes time. And, this is if you count Liam twice, the 4th offensive coordinator in 4 years. And Brad White's been here, 7 years, 8 years? So that's the difference. I think that's a great point by you.
And that offensive line, if there's been any disappointment, I think the offensive line, they brought a couple new guys in. But again, I guess it's just a matter of timing, getting used to each other. And what about the transfer in from Ohio State? Have you heard anything more about his condition? Is he going to be able to play?
Well, I think with Chip, you're talking about the running back, Chip Trainum, who we were counting on, all the Kentucky fans and the coaches and everyone. He was going to be the featured back, and he was going to be a lot like Benny Snell, I think, but a faster version of Benny Snell.
Wow!
But he had broken his wrist area, the bottom of his hand. They had got the pins out a week and a half ago or whatever it was, and he's had a setback. And So it looks like he might not play for another week or two. And again, it's kind of the same situation. I think a bigger impact on Kentucky is Maxwell Hairston than he is. Look, I think the running back room, it's one of those, next guy up type of scenarios. And the next guy up was Wilcox, and people are like, holy crap, where did this kid come from, right?
Yeah.
True freshman. And Jamarian just came out there, and he's doing a great job. But, to me, it's like you can always find running backs and receivers when you go to things like the portal.
Yeah.
But the tough things to find are blue chip corners and offensive and defensive linemen. If I had a football team, I would have NIL, and I wouldn't spend a penny on anything except offensive and defensive linemen, because that is what makes your team.
Yep. Yeah, that's the core. That's where the wars go on.
Yes. Yep.
One other quick point, if I could, Jeff, on to just see how magnified this win was. It's the first road win over an SEC team since 1964.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ranked
team.
Yeah.
Ranked team.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a long time.
Well, that is. And at the beginning of the year, after they laid that egg with South Carolina, I don't know what happened there, but I don't know if he got their attention, pieces just seemed to be falling into place after that.
Yeah, I think that that was kind of a come to Jesus type of a game.
Yeah.
Where these guys maybe thought they were a little better than they were. And look, this isn't. Let's not fool anybody. This is a really nice football team, but I don't think you can just roll your helmet out there and have Kentucky across your chest and walk out and say, "Hey, we're going to win."
No.
You've got to bring it every single game, and they learned a lesson.
Well, they did. And Jeff, I want to talk about the Reds and Pete Rose.
Sure.
Can you hang on a couple minutes? We'll take a break, pay some bills, and we'll be back.
Sure.
All right, thank you. My guest is Jeff Picoro, voice of the Kentucky Wildcats color voice, beside Tom Leach. And on Channel 36, he is the sports director for WTVQ. And he's been involved with Cincinnati radio, TV, and the Reds for many years. He'll be back right after these. As the cornerstone of a free society, the Mercer County Public Library serves the entire community as a center that meets learning and recreational needs through quality materials and service in an atmosphere that's welcoming and respectful. The Mercer County Public Library offers a variety of free materials and services, such as books, magazines, CDs, DVDs, audiobooks, newspapers, computers with internet access, programs, and workshops. To be in the know, go to your Mercer County Public Library, West Lexington Street, open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday 9 to 5, Tuesday and Thursday 9 to 7:30.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is so back for its 13th year on the Hometown Radio Network, breaking down all the area high school football games from 6 o'clock until 7 Friday nights on WHIR and WHBN. Join us. We have a blast. We talk high school football. We even do the high school fantasy football draft. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show. It's the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show, Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBN, and HometownLive.net.
Hello, this is Dr. Matthew Duggar, optometrist and owner of Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. We're currently accepting new patients and would love to be your next eye care provider. They'll take pride in every aspect of your visit to fit your eye care needs. We accept most vision and medical insurances, including Medicare, Medicaid, Vision Service Plan, and iMed. We have very competitive discount private pay pricing for the exam and glasses. We are located in Corral Business Center across from Southern States in Harrodsburg. Again, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar Eye Care.
It's time to make important decisions about your Medicare prescription drug coverage. The Kentucky State Health Insurance Assistance Program provides free, unbiased guidance in selecting a Medicare Part D or Medicare Advantage plan. If you have questions or need help, the Kentucky State Health Insurance Assistance Program can guide you through the enrollment period, which ends December 7th. More information is available about Kentucky SHIP or how you can volunteer at 1-877-293-7447. That's 1-877-293-7447.
It is 9:17. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM. You're getting Jeff Picoro. He is the sports director, Channel 36, WTVQ. He also is the color commentator for UK football. So, Jeff, if you'll take your football helmet off and put your baseball cap on now, let's talk about the Cincinnati Reds and the loss of Pete Rose. Can you share some memories or some stories about Pete?
Yeah, 26 years I was with the Reds, and Pete was a huge part of that, even though, he really couldn't do a whole lot officially with the team. But, I've been covering Pete since 1985, when he was the player manager with the Reds. And I tell you what, I've never met in any sport, and I've met Michael Jordan and Larry Birds and, people like Roger Staubach. I've never in my life met anyone that was as competitive as Pete was. His whole life was baseball, and he knew every single stat on everyone. And that was the amazing thing. He'd say something like, Tony Gwynn is hitting whatever, 336, and he's got 184 hits, and we got 2 weeks left. He'd have to go, in the next 9 games, he'd have to go 5 for 5 in every game to even get close to my record, which is this. And it's just absolutely amazing.
Wow.
He knew every stat on everybody, and he could tell you. You'd say, hey, who was the toughest pitcher? He always said Juan Marichal was the best pitcher he ever faced, and Sandy Koufax was the toughest pitcher that he ever faced, meaning trying to get a hit off of him.
Wow. That's
But he
pretty
could
good.
tell you almost every at bat.
I'd heard that, yes, that he was just phenomenal. He just absolutely lived and breathed and ate and drank baseball.
Yep. It was absolutely amazing, and his stories were just, you got to remember, the guy, he started in the 60s and was within baseball all the way to 90. So think of the players, the Drysdales and Koufaxes and Nolan Ryans and Richard. I mean, just one after another, and the Willie Mazes, Hank Aaron's, and Stan Musials. He would tell stories about all these guys. He knew all of them personally, and like I said, he was born to play baseball. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, and he was a linebacker playing baseball.
Yeah, yes, he was. Here's the thing people don't realize. He played every position in the field except catcher. And if I'm not mistaken, 4 all-stars at 4 different positions, too.
Yep.
And what made the Big Red Machine is when they finally told Pete, hey, we're going to move you to third base, and we're going to put a guy named George Foster in left field because we want his bat. And when they did that, they became the Big Red Machine and just, reeled off win after win after win. And to this day, he said that the biggest mistake the Reds have ever made in the history of Cincinnati was when Bob Howsam traded Tony Perez. He said he didn't realize how much Tony Perez meant to this team. He thought Howsam, that Dan Dreesen was going to be the next great player and continue on, but he just didn't have the clubhouse presence and stuff that Tony Perez did, and the respect of the players that Tony had.
Oh yeah, the clutch hitting. I mean, let's face it. He didn't hit 300, but maybe once or twice. But he had the clutch hitting ability like nobody else.
So Pete said if he needed an RBI, there's no one he wanted. Not Johnny, not Joe, not him. He wanted Tony Perez up to bat if they needed an RBI late in the game, and 9 times out of 10 he would come through.
I heard this story online about Pete Rose. The guy had asked him, said, Pete, if you were playing today, said, what do you think you would hit? He said, probably 190, 195, and I'm going to clean it up a little bit. And he said, and the guy asked him, he said, what, the pitcher's that good? He said, no, I'm 83 years old.
Yeah, no, that's what Pete, it's amazing. And the things that people don't know, the stories that, and this is every athlete. I think every great athlete has these stories. But Joey Votto, for instance, a lot of people think Joey should be in the Hall of Fame now that he's retired in 5 years. He would, when he had troubles, he would call Pete. Pete, what am I doing? Pete, what should I do? And everybody has that guy. But I'm just giving you, for instance, Pete would talk to Joey. Here's what you're doing: move up, move back. Move closer to plate, move further back from the plate. Things like that is what he would do. Ken Griffey Jr., for instance, had his dad. Whenever he got in problems, whenever he was in a little bit of a slump, his dad would come to the ballpark and throw BP to him about 1 o'clock before a game. before he took regular BP, and Senior would come in and throw BP to him. But Pete was kind of that same way, but unfortunately he couldn't throw BP, but he could still talk on the phone and made it in a way that these guys could understand.
You know, it's such a shame because what he did between the white lines, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I know he did wrong, no betting on baseball. And, you know, the shame of it was Mike Schmidt and Joe Morgan and Johnny Bench talked to the commissioners and tried to say, hey, what can we do? You know he belongs in there. What can we do? And Pete, just for whatever, would not show any remorse. And that's what the downfall.
Yeah, I think that we've heard this with some of the steroid guys. If he would have just come clean when Giamatti called him in and said, look, I bet on baseball. I'm sorry. I can't change time, but I'm sorry about it. Now, look, here's what people have to understand about Pete. West Side kid from Cincinnati. His father was, as he said, a bean counter and for a company. And his dad liked to go to the racetrack. And when Pete was a little kid, his dad would take him to the track. And Pete fell in love with horses. And as a lot of people where we live are. And even as a kid, he would go to River Downs and Latonia Racetrack, which is now Turfway, with his dad. And that's where he got the bug of gambling. And unfortunately, it spread to other sports. But like you said, I think if he was contrite and just said, I did it, I'm sorry, he'd probably be in the Hall of Fame. But here's the other thing, too. I haven't seen anything that says when he was a player that he bet on baseball. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. And if you want to put on his plaque at the bottom in 1991 or whatever it was, was convicted of gambling on baseball. I don't have a problem with that. But, there's a lot of other sinners that are in that in that Hall of Fame, including Ty Cobb, who supposedly killed somebody. So, Babe Ruth didn't live the cleanest life,
Yeah.
And these are our big, huge heroes. So,
yeah.
But the other thing that we hear now, and this is a very interesting thing, it's a lifetime ban. Well, guess what? He's passed now. So are they going to put him in now? And how fair is that to a player or his family? I always thought this when Ron Santo went in. Ron Santo was a great player for the Cubs and just a sweetheart of a guy, great broadcaster too, deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. The year he died, the next year they put him in. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Give the guy that last piece of dignity. It makes no difference now if you put Pete in or not. He's not here to enjoy it.
It's almost a slap in the face at this point to his family, maybe.
Sure.
So it's a shame it's come that. What very quickly? What about the steroid guys? Barry Bonds. What is your thoughts about the Hall of Fame?
That's really hard because Barry Bonds was one of the best players I've ever seen, ever. If you could show me that steroids help you hit a baseball, it doesn't help your sight. I don't look. I guess I'm more of an old-fashioned but a realist.
Yeah.
Everybody's cheating somehow, right?
Yeah.
Pitchers, how do you think Nolan Ryan and Steve Carlton, okay, two of the best pitchers ever. Steve Carlton had an unhittable slider. You don't think he was putting something on his fingers to get that spin rate like that?
Gaylord Perry.
Jim Maloney, 3 no-hitters. Jim Maloney said that he used to throw a spitball. Gaylord Perry's in the Hall of Fame throwing a spitball.
Yep.
Is that cheating? And to me, it's like, you know what? Same thing. You put it in and you say Barry Bonds, a 4-time MVP, but also took steroids. Roger Clemens, 5-time Cy Young Award winner, but he took steroids. I don't have a problem with that. Everybody's trying to find an edge, and here's what I try to tell people too. If somebody said, hey, if you take this magic pill, okay, you're going to be one of the best football players, baseball players, basketball players in the history of the world, would you take it? That's what you have to ask yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you have to ask yourself,
Yeah. And with the money that's being thrown around nowadays, I mean, how can you turn that down?
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody likes that opinion, but there's a lot more people that are taking things and not necessarily steroids. It could be growth hormones, all different sorts of things in all sports that we don't know about. or that we choose not to know about. So.
Yeah, and maybe that you put a plaque and put it underneath us, suspected of doing something.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
One last point, we got to talk about this. We are hearing the new manager of the Cincinnati Reds, Terry Tito Francona. What do you think about that?
Tito, when he stepped away from Cleveland, he had some health issues, and when he stepped away, I said, man, if the Reds are smart, give this guy a year or two to get better, to get his health under control, and he's got to be the guy because he played for the Reds.
Yep.
He's an Ohio guy. Everybody loves him. He's a great manager. He's the kind of manager that the young guys, he can talk to the young guys, and he knows how to manage a game. And this team has got a lot of young guys. And they kind of, to me, ran roughshod over David Bell a little bit. The clowning around and not taking things serious, trying to stretch, instead of stopping at first or trying to go first to third, things like that. And I just don't think David Bell, was tough enough against him. Tito is that way. I think it's a great hire. I think that, the problem is going to be now, and was with Diamond Sports and Bally. They basically dropped all their teams except the Atlanta Braves, and that's a huge hit because they got. And now my last year there, they got $45 million for their TV plus 20% of the revenue that they made. So I don't know how they're going to make that up. That is a big hit for a team like the Cincinnati Reds, like Kansas City, St. Louis. All these teams that are now going to be searching for a TV vendor, and it's probably going to be MLB TV that takes them over.
Wow. Yeah, that is going to be a huge loss. And then, the prices keep going up, and unfortunately, we got to pay them.
Well, I mean, how crazy is it that they're paying Justin Verlander $40 million to be a cheerleader in the dugout?
Yeah.
That he wasn't even on the playoff roster. Max Scherzer paying $45 million, didn't pitch in the postseason. That's what's crazy about baseball.
I've got a special thought about Terry Francona, Tito, because I grew up in northern Ohio near Akron. So Indians, Guardians have always been my favorite team. And he did such a great job. I don't know if the people really understand. With this young team Cincinnati's got, I think he is going to be a master of moves, and I think this is a great step forward for the Reds.
I agree 100%. Like I said, I think he was the perfect guy to take this team over. Perfect temperament, and I just think he's a great manager and a really good dude, man. He's a great guy. They're going to have you got a great manager in Terry Francona.
Boy, you do. Jeff, thank you so much. I always enjoy getting to hear your views and your insight, and we definitely want to have you back again soon if you're available.
Thanks. Anytime. Just let me know.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's Jeff Pecoro. Again, that's my buddy from Channel 36, the sports director, WTVQ. He does color for the UK football Cats. They're beside Tom Leach, and he was with the Reds 26 years. I didn't realize that. My goodness. All right, we've got Larry the Legend Sanders warming up in the bullpen, and we're going to warm up with this weather forecast.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
Sunny today with a high of 81. Clear tonight and a low of 54. Sunny tomorrow, high of 80. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 56. Sunny on Sunday, high of 82. Monday's going to be sunny and a high of 69. Right now, we have sunny skies. 64 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:32. Good morning to Larry the Legend Sanders. Welcome back.
Morning. Glad to be here. I tell you, last week I didn't know if you guys would even be on the air the way the weather was going on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of ironic. My trip to Georgia got canceled. And, we decided on Wednesday night we weren't going. And, of course, Betty was already booked. And then, of course, we had a special surprise. You getting Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that worked out great.
Yeah, it did. Here, let me try to pull this down here. We're gonna
make a technical adjustment here. There we
There,
go.
there. Now see if that's not a
All
little
right.
easier
Is
for you
our
to talk
guest
into.
going to call in, or is he going to come in?
What I don't know about.
Daniel Lay.
Oh, that's going to be next Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Okay.
Next Friday. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I guess we'll just have to talk.
Yeah, we'll wing it. Yeah, we can talk about stuff. Yeah, Daniel Lay and Troy Lay, his dad, will be in. And they have got a band that he is a part of. And let's see. Where is Larry?
Yeah, I looked him up. Much obliged.
Much obliged, yes.
That's a neat.
Yeah, it's
I
a
wanna
different
ask
name.
him how he picked that title.
Yeah,
you know.
much obliged.
Yeah, we can relate to that with Borderline. We were trying to come up with a name, and Catherine Huffman's the one that finally found it. And then, of course, you know what it is. It's a mental illness. So I guess that's what it was. You know, guys 50 years old. We were about 50 at that time.
Yeah.
You know, forming a band. We thought it'd last a year or two, and it's been 25. So, you know, that's worked out pretty good.
Yeah, Eddie Montgomery, backing up just a minute, talking about last week. He was playing last Friday night over at Renfrew Valley. So we thought, wonder if we could get him to kind of talk about it. And doggone if we weren't able to get him and come on. And we got a scoop, Larry. I love this. I told him because I know his mom had wanted John Michael and Eddie to do a song together. They used to play together until they each got a record company contract, and then they said, no, you can't perform together anymore. Yeah. Now and I said, when are you two going to do a song? He said, Rick, we just finished one called Brotherly Love. So, and he said, that'll be out pretty soon, very soon.
Good song, Earl Thomas Conley, and I can't remember who the other one was, but I remember something about the lyrics fighting over an old bicycle, and it's a great song. And being brothers, you know, that's real appropriate.
Yeah. I didn't know if he had written a song, but obviously he had written that one. But, yeah, I'm kind of anxious to hear that, get those two together.
Did you say when it would be released? Or?
No, very soon, he said. It. They had, and I think it's going to be on his new album, too.
Right. Well, yesterday, I had shared this at the house last night with Joe, just a great Eddie Montgomery story. He was at I don't know who the dentist was, but he was having some dental work here in Danville. And he was hanging out, you know, like you know how it is when you go to the dentist, they work on you, and then you got to wait 30 minutes before they do something else.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he was talking to the secretary, and he asked her, said, who's your favorite country artist? And, you know, she was a little intimidated. He said, I don't care. You know, you just tell me who it is. And she said, Ronnie Brooks of Brooks and Dunn. And he said, oh, that's great. He called Ronnie on his cell phone. He had his number. And he said, I'm at the dentist office in Danville, Kentucky, and a young lady here has just told me that she's one of your biggest fans. Here, I want you to talk to her. Really? and I mean, it just blew her away. I'd say she wasn't real productive the rest of the day. And but anyway, you know, that's just the type of guy that he is, just a good old boy.
Oh, and you'll see Eddie anywhere. You'll see him at Ace Hardware. You'll see him at Walmart, anywhere.
Lowe's is where I run into him.
Yeah.
I run into him 2 days straight at Lowe's, and he had bought a lock or something, and it was a wrong one. And he was looking at it, and I said, "You were in here yesterday." And he said, "Yeah, I got the wrong thing."
It sounds like the rest of us.
Yeah. And but anyway, and I'll tell you another good story on him. He one time, it was, I can't remember, even when it was one of your cookouts, I think, and he was there. And he gave me a CD, and he said, you need to listen to this. And we did, and then and we learned the song, and it was the one about going fishing and all this stuff. I can't remember the name of it now. We need to bring it back. Well, anyway, we're in Lawrenceburg at the Burgoo Festival, and this is like, you know, a couple of months later. And I look up, and here's a guy with on a motorcycle sitting kind of, you know, catty-cornered to the stage, wasn't even off the motorcycle. And he had on that was back when everybody wore helmets. And break time, Wayne Westerfield, of course, Wayne and he'd been friends for years. And Wayne and I didn't know who it was. I thought it was, and he was sitting there listening to us, and I was doing his song, you know, and that was kind of intimidating after I learned that he was there, you know.
Wow.
But he, of course, I remember his mom and dad, and Harold, I guess the last place I played with Harold was at Camp Nelson, and they had a little music hall down there. And then, of course, when we had Rose Hill and, a lot of different, Junction City, different places, And Harold was really well and always had a good band. I mean, he carried an excellent band, And he would do comedy, and, I mean, he could really run a show. So I'm sure that's where the sons, and it's so sad these grandsons never got to know their granddad, but he was a performer, and it's just so sad that he never made it in the music business.
Wow, the stories. To me, that's the fun part when we have guests on is the stories, the background stuff, the stuff we didn't know about that we find out about. How sometimes these biggest people that we look up to are pretty normal. They're pretty much like us, They just happen to be in a very visible place, in front of so many people.
And I can't remember. There's a little book. I know Becky Loomer's in it because Becky played keyboards for us, and she played with Harold and the boys, when they were all growing up. And I think it's John Michael. He said that, all their friends had, PA systems and drum kits and amps, and he thought everybody had those in their living room because everybody that they knew, was in the music business. And but Harold was a meat cutter by profession. I think he and Snooky both were, and but when he was never able to make a living at it, but he sure had the passion, and he passed it on to these boys.
Oh, no, what a family of talented people.
Right.
The kids, the grandkids, the sisters. I mean, it just goes on and on. How rich and this is something I've always wondered, Larry, is where do people get their voices? Where do people how do they, is it a God-given talent? Like a Perry Como or a crooner is
I think so, because just like the sports announcer you were talking to,
just
like people in radio.
Yeah.
And, of course, I think they develop it as they go along, and, whether they take, vocal coach trainings or whatever. And, of course, right from Harrodsburg, Ron Browning, he's one of the top vocal coaches in Nashville. And even, I think Wyona was maybe one of his first clients, and Allison Krause, people that's been doing it for years, they have to improve on it, and they learn how to breathe. And I'm sure that's even true in radio too, and I know especially with TV, because TV you've got to set up straight, and the things that you have to do, and I think if you've got the passion for it, it comes natural, whether it's like a athlete or whether you're playing sports or golf or what, and it's the same in business, because if you have the passion for it, you might not be as successful as you'd like to be, but as long as you don't give up, and of course it goes back again to the story I've shared numerous times about Ricky Skaggs, regardless of what level you're on, as long as you're entertaining people. And music is, I heard you quote me the other day, it's a universal language, because, I mean, it's been proven, people in hospice care, you wouldn't go in a dairy barn. Now there's very few dairy barns that you didn't have a radio playing. Even the cows, it settles them down.
Yeah.
And, you go to the dentist office, you take an elevator ride. It's just, it may not be the type of music that you want, but music as a whole is a universal language.
It really is. Something it reminded me when you said that of breathing. The very first time I was on the air was back in 1989, and Brian Kahn, who had hired me, was in here with me. I was on WHIR at the time, AM 1230, and I was so nervous that I read the weather forecast, did it live, and I wanted to get everything so perfect, and I didn't mispronounce anything, and I got to the end for the temperature, and I went, I forgot to, and Bryce started laughing. He said, Rick, breathe. Right. I forgot to take a breath before I read that. I just absolutely ran out of air.
You do. And public speaking supposedly is the number one fear of, people. And I mean, even there's people like Beth Midler, supposedly, that had, no, I'm sorry, not Beth Midler. The other big singer, just escapes me. Mental moment here. Barbra Streisand.
Oh, Barbara, okay.
She suffers from stage fright. I mean, you know, and
That
she
voice,
is.
wow.
I know, and there's other people, and then I think it was might have been Whitney Houston. There was somebody that 24 hours before she would perform, she would not speak to anybody. She wouldn't talk on the phone. She wouldn't do anything because of her voice. And then, of course, I know in my limited education, you know, you're not supposed to drink milk products or anything like that. You know, you can drink coffee or tea or water, you know, but no carbonated drinks.
Yeah.
And I've played with guys that be eating chili dogs and drinking a beer, and how in the world they could do that and go out and perform.
You got to be careful what I drink. Like sodas, you know, you don't want to drink them because you can.
The carbonation.
Yeah. That milk kind of coats. That can kind of affect you a little bit on the air.
Right.
You know, I don't know how many people know this, but I am very uncomfortable standing up in front of people. I am. Yes, I'm not comfortable at all. I feel better if I'm sitting down
because you're used to broadcasting.
Yeah. But if I'm standing up, I've never been comfortable doing it. That's my kryptonite, I guess, if you will. That I just don't like. You know, I just get very nervous. I'll tell you a little story on me. Back in high school, I was given a speech. It was a speech class. And I was standing behind the lectern and just talking away. And then I forgot one thing, and I've always remembered not to do this. I forgot that I had chewing gum in my mouth. So I was talking, giving my speech, and the chewing gum shot out of my mouth. It didn't fall behind the lectern. It bounced up on it in front of me and then fell in front of it onto the floor. So everybody was just dying laughing. So I just kept talking and casually just walked around, bent over and picked up the gum and just kept talking and walked back. That was one of the most embarrassing things that
What kind of grade did you get?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if the speech teacher was even there that day.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but that was, I was so embarrassed.
This is far off track, but this is a classic. This lady, we did her service several years ago, and they told on her she was teaching Bible school, and she just got dentures, and she wasn't real comfortable with them, and she went to sneeze, and she was trying to stifle it.
Yeah.
And her upper plate flew out in front of a bunch of kids, and they all died laughing, and they wanted her to do it again.
Oh, wow.
But some of the family, you know, how they share memories, you know, they told that. And I mean, it was hilarious. You know, and knowing this lady, which I did, I could see her doing that. And they thought it was so neat, they wanted her to repeat it.
I don't know. Before we go to break, I want to ask you a question. We're talking about voice lessons and stuff. When did you realize or know or want to be a singer? When did that happen? And did you go to a voice teacher? How did that come about for you?
No, of course, you know, my generation, you know, church was the first place you sang at. And they had like junior choir when we were like 5 years old. We couldn't even read the lyrics, you know, because I didn't go to, back then, only rich kids went to kindergarten. And, but, you know, it was songs like Jesus Loves Me. And, you know, you knew the lyrics by hearing them over and over.
Yeah.
And then Christmas plays, you know, I'd get a part, and I didn't have that much trouble memorizing it. Or, you know, public wouldn't, you know, I would just do it. But then probably I would say just like everything else, about 6 or 7 years old, you know, watching TV, and I was really attracted to country music. And like you said, I watched Lawrence Welk and Perry Como and Andy Williams and all those guys, but I knew country and old rock and roll was where I wanted to be. And now, you know, I worry as I get older that my voice, because some of my songs I've had to change. I can't do it in the same key that I used to.
Well, we went and saw Elton John, and he has still got his voice. Piano playing was awesome. He couldn't hit the high notes like he used to. So that's when you have the backup singers.
Right.
They would take that part for him, and he would you know, keep his. So you never did take voice lessons?
No, never did. Now, I've took some just guidance for Goldie, you know, but never, you know, paid.
Yeah.
And I probably should have, and I really should have took some on stage presence and things like that, you know. But no, it just, you know, it's just me.
As we get older too, your breathing isn't as good, as strong as it used to be too. So that's another consideration when you get older.
Well, especially, you know, I have lung problems, and it's really concerns me, But I have gone to ear, nose, and throat doctors, to have. And of course, I've had nasal surgery, had a deviated septum.
I've got one.
Yeah.
Deviated septum, yeah.
And it's much better after you have it done.
Yeah.
But I worry about it,
Yeah.
And now, like borderline, we never do but 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because we're all in our 70s. That's all we're good for.
Yeah.
And we don't like, we have to, but we prefer to be inside, because outside, when it's hot and you're fighting the gnats and everything else,
You ever have bugs flying?
This wasn't it. Well, at the concert, I've had bugs get in my ear or nose. But the other day, Joe and I was at a funeral, and there was these little gnats everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy that was the cemetery caretaker, we noticed he was kind of dancing around, and he kept moving, and one got in my nose, and we were just, miserable. And, and you're supposed to be standing there, real professional, while the minister and the military is talking, but it was, they were everywhere. I don't know if somebody had opened a cantaloupe or what, but they came from somewhere.
You ever get the hiccups or burp while you were singing?
No, I busted my lip one time with a microphone.
Oh.
And it was in the, like you come out first song.
Right.
And it was in the mic stand. And
Right.
And I split my lip and bled. But I just kept on going. Got a handkerchief out. And then when I got the song was Big Blue Diamonds, and I will forget. It was that Ragged Edge. And when I got done, I said, guys, that wasn't planned. And I was with a handkerchief daubing my upper lip.
It wasn't for attention.
No.
Oh, we hope you're paying attention. We've got Larry the Legend Sanders, and we're going to take a break and be back. More with Larry right here on WHBN AM and FM.
I'm tired of working on my old worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, have you been over to County Equipment yet?
No, where's that at?
They're the guys over at Exit 48 off the Bluegrass Parkway.
Well, I can't afford to buy new equipment.
They got the biggest selection of used equipment I've seen anywhere.
Stop by County Equipment and check out their large selection of no-till seed drill, hay equipment, manure spreaders, and three-point attachment. Give them a call at 502-839-7373. CountyEquipment.com.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at essity.com. That's essity.com. essity.com.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs, from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips, too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
Beats, Bites, and Brews are bringing downtown Harrodsburg alive October 4th through 6th with Kentucky's largest Oktoberfest. This free event features live music with everything from 80s and 90s rock and roll hits, along with funk, soul, oompa, country, bluegrass, and more. Indulge in over 20 beers on tap, local food, crafts, and Kinderland, a free family-friendly inflatable park with activities for all ages. Oktoberfest guarantees fun. Admission is free. Visit kyoktoberfest.com for full details. That's kyoktoberfest.com.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries.
Say what?
A steak and shake burger and fries.
Say where?
Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Say who?
Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
The Personal Effects Show, a program that encourages listeners to understand antiques, collectibles, and sometimes just plain junk. The Personal Effects Show airs each Saturday morning on WHBN FM 99.5 and AM 1420 after the 10 o'clock news with Jerry Sampson, your host, who interviews collectors, dealers, experts, and others. The Personal Effects Show is sponsored by the James Harrod Trust and J. Sampson Antiques and Books.
The Farmers Market is held at the Stables Building every Saturday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. through October 26th. Every Saturday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. through October 26th. The Farmers Market is held at the Stables Building every Saturday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. through October 26th. Don't miss it. It is 9:50, 2.5. Hopefully you're not missing this. Larry the Legend Sanders is here, and we are talking all kinds of music and different things, situations with each other. Now, you tell us about a concert you went to last Saturday.
Last Friday night, Saturday night, excuse me.
Yeah.
And Joe actually was the one that was responsible because she was a big fan of the Goldens, and she had watched some of their videos. And, of course, everybody knows who William Lee Golden is, the beard or the hat of Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah.
And so anyway, he's formed a new group, and he shared the whole story. And he and his son both committed to, future dates. We'll let them share their information with you guys. But anyway, I had my WHBN press pass, so I just went up to security, and I told them who I was and about the show and all. And I said, we've been advertising them all week and had ticket giveaways.
Yeah.
And he said, well, come on back. And so I went back and I met the band first. They were sitting in one room. And they were going over their set list and just talking, and I apologize for interrupting. They were very cordial. So then they sent me back to another room, and I met the son of William Lee's. And he was on his laptop, but he got up and he was just super nice. And I expressed my sympathy about, his brother that just died recently. And he went into details, about his dad finding him and, really shared some personal information.
Wow.
And that really impressed me. So I was getting ready to leave. And then I asked him, about email or cell number, would they do the show? He says, yeah. He said, Dad and I both will. So we'd be honored to. So he gave me his cell number and his email. So I'm walking out, and just as I walk out, he said, well, there's Dad. And, of course, he had a private dressing room. So, I'm as closer than I am to you to William Lee Golden. And just super nice. And he told me about the Oaks. He said, this is fun. He said, this is family. We're not doing, we're doing a lot of dates. But he said, the Oaks said, we're still traveling. And he told me about the new young man that's replaced Joe Bonzo. I think he said he's just 20-some years old.
Wow.
And he said, we're already booked into 26. And so they're still out there. But anyway, it was just a superb show. He had an excellent band and the stories. And then, of course, even they brought a grandson out. He was backstage, and I didn't know who he was, but I talked to him after. And he's at Brown University in Rhode Island, and he just flew in for the weekend. And they're just, there were 3 generations on stage, and, they were all first class. And they were just super nice guys, because and I bought William Lee's book and got it signed and haven't had time to read it yet. But it's got all kinds of pictures and, about where he was born in Alabama, I think is where he's actually from.
And all the stories of the stars that he's met over the years.
Oh, but it was just a first-class show. And so now they've got another new fan. As I said, it was actually Joe. She's the one that had been watching them online. And the thing about it, they recorded 23 songs, I think, and they were all covers. They're not original.
Right.
But, they put their own spin on, and they did a few Oak Ridge Boys, but I noticed Bill didn't participate. He let the son, so I don't know if there's something in the copyrights or what, but when they were doing, they did Elvira and some of their other, they did 2 or 3 of their biggest ones, but Bill just kind of stood in the back.
Yeah.
So I figured maybe there was some contract issues there or something.
Wouldn't let him.
But anyway, he said the way they came about this group, like now the son, he had been, he was a drummer for Oak Ridge Boys for 16 years. And Bill said he got tired of COVID watching TV. And another guy that has made the commitment to our show, Ben Isaacs of the Isaacs, he's a big producer in Nashville. And he said Ben had a studio right down the street. I don't know if it's from his house or what. So he got his sons and some musicians. And during COVID, when they weren't supposed to be out, they went in and recorded 23 songs. And he said most of them were just one take, just did them.
Yeah.
And but anyway, just kind of did it as a fun project, and then they've started touring, and but it was first class. It lasted about an hour and a half. They didn't take an intermission, and I mean it was just their sound man. I even got to hang out with him. He was packing his equipment up, and I said, "Young man," I said, "you did an excellent job." He said, "Now I got to be the bus driver." So he was the
Wear
bus
more
driver.
than one hat. Yeah.
He was the bus. So they were kind of low budget compared to the Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah. What they're used to.
But they were just. I mean, they just. Well, they even. This is what it blew me away. The son, he said, "You want to introduce us?" I said, "No, I better not do that." And but if I'd been prepared, I'd have been honored to.
Sure.
Wow. And but it was just. Of all the celebrities I've met recently, I mean, all, as a group, they was just so down home,
Larry, I got a job for you to do.
I know what that is. Friday.
All right. I've got 8 people: Gracie Lee, Casey Coslow, Trinity Tongue, Amanda and Brett Buchanan, Chris Worthington, Jay Phillips, Terry Coslow, and Denny Coslow. They've all registered for the DQ ice cream cake. I've got 8 people. Would you give me a lucky number between 1 and the number 8?
Go with 4.
Number 4, Chris Worthington. Chris Worthington is a winner of the DQ ice cream cake, courtesy of Dairy Queen and courtesy of Larry the Legend Sanders Lips.
Congratulations,
So very
Chris.
good. All right. Well, Larry, again, another very interesting program, and we'll have Daniel Lay and Troy Lay's dad.
Right.
They'll be coming in, and what's the name of the group? I forgot already. I can look it up here.
I had it here a minute ago. It was a neat.
Much obliged.
Much obliged.
Yeah, and I'm much obliged to have you in today.
I'm much obliged to be here.
We'll look forward to having you again next Friday.
All right. We'll
Very
see you
good.
then.
Thank you. I see my time is up. Thank you very much for your time. God bless our troops. God bless America. God bless you. God bless those hurting and suffering. God bless Ukraine and Israel. May the most you want be the least you get. This is Radio Rick. I'll be back with you again on Monday morning. Hope you can join me then. Hope you can stick and stay. Ashley Blake is in the air chair coming up next. And then tomorrow, the Wild Man, Jason Wilder, will be in the air chair. And then on Sunday, Jason Wilder will be back again on Sunday. Get out and enjoy this day the Lord has given us. We got a great weekend ahead here, a lot of things going on. So make sure that you get out and enjoy your life.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now, the news.
It's 10 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Lisa Carton. It's back to work for dock workers along the Gulf and East Coasts after a strike that started earlier this week comes to an end.